welcome to our little podcast, listener, where we share one of our D&D sessions with you set in a homebrew fantasy world. The players who are a part of this session are Reitersul, the Dungeon Master, MusicSquid, playing as Pséftis Morfi, or Seth, Anistrae, or Amby, playing as Evetta Flintsworth, Quenie, playing as Zara Irving, and Snow, or David, playing as Dag. These sessions are taken over voice chat and may or may not feature any concrete visuals for every scenario, but Roll20 and D&D Beyond will be shown when they become relevant throughout the session. Whether you're a tank, a healer, or a damage dealer, we hope you'll enjoy our antics. Let's begin.
Dang, I missed the car. It's unfortunate.
Right?
This is not the
yeah, the
same.
Honda
This is not the same. The
Civic.
Honda Civic.
It's the Honda Civic.
Evetta defaulted on
got
her
repoed.
payments. They had to
Ford
repo it.
Bronco.
Yeah, those religious people came by and stole the car.
Sounds about right.
Ow.
That's what they do here in Daeston? No.
Okay. So, previously, you guys had went to a tavern. There's no music.
Guys, that was it.
Whoa, crazy.
All right,
That's all I
guys.
remember.
What a recap.
That was all the session. You know, we spent 3 hours on that session.
No, I think that's
Hours
about
in
right.
the tavern. No, previously you guys were in the Cadra Zone Tavern, where Dag was participating in a little fight club ring, fought this big Asamar woman who no one caught the name of. Dag tried.
Sadly.
Hey man, I set you up and you fumbled the bag. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, Seth gave me like 5 great times, and he never took it.
I tried real hard on this end. I got you teed up and everything, and you just whiffed.
But Dag tried his best in the ring, and
I won. That's the last I remember.
yeah, you won at
You won a
eating
concussion.
the ground. You won a beating. But the two barkeeps there, the Goliath and the dwarf, had taken Dag into a kind of backroom area where everyone followed. And instead of a warm welcome or an secret meeting, instead an extremely aggressive and brutal hazing was done to the party in the form of punching Dag while he was unconscious
And I won.
to force
that
him
too.
to fail death saving throws
Oh,
to see
God.
if the party would do in stressful circumstances. Nevertheless, the barkeeps escorted the party to an area I didn't tell you guys the name of, but they escorted you to an area called the Hot Zone, which was more or less a Underrunner base that was the center point for more of the high stakes operations. There you met up with Thayer and two new Underrunner figures, Ibri, a female tiefling, and Tunar, an Irish halfling.
Irish.
Yeah, Irish, yeah. They gave you a bunch of magic items, one of which was the Medallion of Thoughts, which Seth used to read, to probe into the mind of Ibri and Tunar to see what Ionan looks like, and also see what he sounds like, but apparently both may have lied that they knew what he sounded like. But a plan was constructed. Who remembers the plan? Dag, what was the plan?
The plan was simple. Seth, read mine.
already
Become
done.
man. We sneak in with men. The guards don't question. We in.
That is
What were you there
Not-
for?
inaccurate but missing a few important details.
Seth become man.
Become man.
I like that the recap was in character. That was a good touch.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So Zara, Queenie, what was the plan? What was the
So
plan, Queenie?
Dag was correct, but he forgot
What he said.
that what he said was kind of not fully correct.
Oh, really?
So we turned into the dude with a lot of money. By we, I mean Seth. And then he
5 Ionans walk back home.
Sup?
Ionan's like, yo, these are my homies, let him in. And then we go in, and then we're like, info, W. And then, bonus, we find Evetta's mom. Bonus, maybe not finding Evetta's mom.
Okay, all right. So, Amby and Squid, what was the plan? But you have to say at the same time.
Excuse me.
I'm
I already
good.
failed.
No, yeah, I'm good.
Nope, I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. Squid, what was the plan? What was the real
All right,
plan?
we have a half week to prepare. And in that half week, we are going to help Volley get the bracelet so that I can actually be fucking useful. And then also in that half week, after we have the bracelet, we're gonna try and see if there's a way for me to get Ionan's voice, because currently I won't sound like him, and that's a problem. So we've got Underunners stationed at like cafes and the bank that he frequents to try and see if they can intercept him. Also, I think the idea is that once our time is free, we can also stake out like the bank or someplace. And if he's there, then I can listen to him or do something to get his voice. After we have that, also within the week, they're going to be preparing a cart to basically mimic and look like Ionan's, so that when he leaves and then when we come back as him, it doesn't look suspicious that like we're just randomly walking up. So we're going to get like his vehicle so that it looks like we're, appropriately returning. They're going to get sending stones so that we can communicate with Tunar down at the like dock area, where he's going to be watching for Ionan and alerting us when he arrives and when he's leaving, so that we know like when we have time to like do our little operation. That's everything. And then once we're in there, I think Quenie kind of got it right. We're gonna find blackmail for Ionan and hopefully also find Evetta's mom.
That's what I said.
That's what I
I mean,
said.
basically.
Yeah, all
I
right.
said like the same thing.
After the plan was constructed, everyone went back to Thayer's house, hoping to get a good night's rest the upcoming days. And towards, way past midnight, 2 heavy footfalls were heard entering the house unannounced. And this guttural growling was also heard from the same source. Thankfully, Evetta was up, and so she heard all this. And it turned out it looked like 2 guards. Except they were definitely not acting guard-like. They kicked down Dag's door and just decided to start descending upon him. It woke the whole party up, including Thayer. And in the middle of the fight, Harvin had burst out of the shadows and killed off one of these creatures, which had 1 HP, if I recall. So it was not a hard feat. He stole your kill, Dag. Yes, he did steal your kill.
I see.
Oh,
There.
1
Oh,
HP. I hit him for 16.
And I did like the rest of the damage.
There
and then
were
Harvest stole it.
there were 2 creatures. The one Harvin killed was not the one that you were attacking.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, so you
We're getting to
guys
music.
have 2 guard bodies sitting in front of you. Dag split one cleanly in 2, and you already begin to see the insides begin to turn to dust and to ash and to fade away. So if you look at their faces, the eyes are sunken in. The skin is hugging tight to the bone, to the skeleton. Their skin is completely pale, blue veins showing, their teeth feral. What do you guys do?
Evetta takes a step outside of the room that she was in because I realized that she hadn't moved ever since the battle had ended. So she takes a step out and looks at this pile of, partial ash on the floor and was wondering, dear God, what are these blasphemous things again? And she's clutching her arm at the same time, too, because she did get struck in that fight. So she's, bleeding a little bit, not a lot, but she's, bleeding a bit. But she does turn to Zara and says, "Thank you, Zara, for saving me. I should not have let them get that close to me."
I think there's somebody else you might want to thank.
Of course.
Yeah,
And you
I
all
wonder
see
who.
Harvin.
Thank you,
And-
No.
And you see Harvin not dressed in his normal outgoing attire, which is just like a tunic and some pants. Oh, and shoes. But
It immediately
But
dashes
teleport.
over
he
and
is,
gives
he
him a
is
big
wearing
hug. Oh, my
he is
arm.
wearing this black rogue leather armor. He has these kind of bracers on one arm, and you see he is missing his left arm. You see, it's just a nub. He kind of has he has like a hood. General rogue attire. You rush up to him, Evetta, and what do you do?
Give him a big hug.
Harvin is a little caught off guard, coming right off the high of slaying a creature.
Oh, yeah.
So he's like, but he does hug you back, and you
Oh, my
do
God, I thought you were
you
dead.
immediately see that his left arm is missing.
Wait, what happened? Where did your arm go?
Well,
Just
You
a
remember-
question.
go ahead.
I know.
No, it's a great question.
Someone as naive as Evetta would say that.
That just got me off guard.
Well, you remember back at the, I don't think this is Harvin voice, whatever. You remember back at the Fellwater Tavern, those what I thought were guards looking for you?
Oh, yes.
Well,
They're Lavellan men.
I can see now. They were anything but guards. They took me, interrogated me, tortured me right out the walls of Daeston to try and glean any information from me. And you can see from what any skin he is showing, maybe around the chest area or just around the neck and a bit the back of the hand, you see cuts just everywhere.
What sorts of questions were they asking you?
Well, they wanted to know where you all were. They asked every day if I would tell them where you were. And well, I admit I did tell them as much as I knew. I told them that you all were hiding in the basement of the tavern. And you can see there's a bit of regret and a bit of guilt you see in his face as he says that. But when they didn't find you there, I think they just started torturing me for fun.
Evetta turns to Sev. Do you think this is Voltus who is hunting us down? Do you think he told, Wendell or
I
something?
think-
Why? Why is this happening?
It would make sense to me that it would be the real Wendell looking for us. As to why, I don't know. We showed up on his operation and called out one of his goons, but I don't see why that would qualify us as a real problem he had to investigate, or at least with this amount of resources. How did you escape, Harvin? And when I ask him that question, I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts, and I'm going to use a sorcery point to subtle spell it, so that it doesn't look like I'm casting a spell at all.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just going to sort of read his surface thoughts. I'm not going to probe deeper, because if I do that, he'll know that... I don't know if he'll know that I'm the one casting it, that I'm the one looking into his thoughts, because I subtle spelled it. But
Okay.
that'll only trigger if I probe. Right now, I just sort of want to get his surface thoughts, because if he's lying, like, that'll be something that he's thinking about, like, while he's talking to us. That's what I'm trying to get. I'm not trying to get anything, like, really deep,
Okay.
just immediately.
Well, you ask him how to get out, and
Mhm.
he immediately casts detect thoughts, and immediately you see gray brick, chains, hand cuffs attached to chains hanging from ceilings. You see other bodies of different gender, different race, all only in like their underwear, chained up, and see cuts, and then you see an explosion, and you see two figures enter. You see an Aarakocra enter, kind of wearing ramshackle kind of armor, and it's all like reverberant and spacey, you know, when it talks. But you hear the Aarakocra say, "Talawa, there he is!" And you see the Aarakocra rush towards Harvin, and then that's about as much in terms of surface thoughts that you glean.
Okay. And then as he's talking, what does he say?
Yep. He says, "Well, let me show you my savior," and Harvin walks down the stairs.
Oh?
You know what? What if I draw? Oh God.
What did you draw?
Oh, we got the
Terrible.
artist
Yeah.
here.
Ooh, ambitious.
Drawing? Man, who
Oh,
would even like to do
dang.
that?
I know,
Drawing?
right?
You know, Amby,
Dang,
who would
drawing?
do that?
who would like to draw?
Who would subject
I can't
themselves?
like
God,
I can't understand those who would do that.
Yeah.
That's some
so
absolute
gross.
sicko shit.
Yo, DM, are you gonna ask for Discord Nitro for us to see?
Ain't no way.
Before we walk down there, Evetta notices Seth with like a bit of a nosebleed going on. Seth, wait, what
Nope.
happened? Did you
Nope.
get punched in the face?
Oh, wait. Oh yeah, no, from earlier. Sorry, I thought you were gonna do it because of the detect thoughts. Yeah,
Huh?
no, I have a nosebleed. Yeah, he was like, oh, he's like, oh, you guys missed it. Oh, I was casting magic. It was great. I think I melted that one's brain. And I
You were
point.
doing what?
I did
Wait,
I
You
did
can do that?
I wouldn't recommend it.
Evetta's
It
eyes
was-
just widen at that. Like, wait, so then just hold on, wait.
I'd be
What?
lying if I said I wasn't pretty proud of myself. But I would really like that bracelet. I'd really like that bracelet.
Oh, curious.
So
I feel
who
like
all
I-
follows Harvin down?
Oh, I'm definitely following him. I imagine we're having this conversation like as we follow. I'm gonna keep the detect
Yeah.
thoughts on him for concentration up to a minute. Yeah, I'll try to keep
Okay.
it on him for as long as I can, again without probing. I want to move it to this new person that he introduces us to for however long I can within that minute.
Okay.
Oh, I can move him too. Oh.
It's not in the map.
Hey, look at him go!
He's making his great escape.
He's zip-zopping all around.
But no, you all walk down, and you see Harvin standing next to an Aarakocra, kind of this owl form, and you also see sitting at one end of the table. You'd also see Vali.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
You all, as you all walk down, Harvin, with his one hand, gestures out to the Aarakocra and says, "This here is," and then the Aarakocra interrupts him and says, "Malawakwa, my name is Azatankoshi Mavakawalahi," and Harvin kind of like, just call him Oz. That works for now.
Oz, I see.
Hi, Oz. And I put my detect thoughts on him.
Okay.
Because I need more of that accent, good man. You're thinking internally as Oz.
Okay. Well, in terms of surface thoughts, you immediately see that he is currently thinking, what an interesting bunch.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
So, Oz, are you a member of the Underunners? Did you just rescue our good friend Harvin here out of the kindness of your heart?
Indeed, I am. In fact, I am a new member.
A new member.
Volley kind of interrupts. Oh God, what was Volley's voice?
Oh, no, I
know.
don't remember her voice.
Yes, he joined us very recently. I
And
picked him
she
up.
gets to detect thoughts. I'm just bouncing it around. Look, I got a minute. I gotta use it.
You immediately see her sort of first thought is, Seth is not gonna be happy.
Oh.
Aw. All right, how much time do I have left on this? Dag, what are you thinking?
Hunger. I'm hungry.
I assume
that's
my
true.
I assume my minute's up. I'll cancel.
Your
after
minutes up
that.
at that point is
Yeah, bro.
at that yeah.
Seth's like, Seth reads Volley's buddy. He's like, damn it, I need good news. Moves it over to Dag. Food. All right.
Well, Oz, I cannot thank you enough for saving Harvin's life, and I'm assuming you too, Vali. Were you there, or was it just Oz?
No, I was not. I am. I've come here to deliver news.
Oh,
Yeah, Volley.
what
Look like
news?
you're
Are they
locked down now.
good or are they bad?
look like you're gonna tell me something that's not great.
Oh, good morning there. Oh no, it's not even morning yet. It's still evening, isn't it?
No, it's like it's still pitch black, but sunrise is about to occur in a
Oh,
couple hours.
shoot, Evetta didn't rest. Unless
No,
you
Evetta
count
didn't
the
rest.
sending stone thing to resting.
Wait, what?
She was tinkering with the sending stone to try to figure out how it works.
Nah, you gotta be.
I
Smart.
would say no, that doesn't count. Nah,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Well, shoot, she's gonna get exhausted.
There comes down. Well, what a morning. You see Volley
Pretty
reached down.
morning. You know, I'm gonna go back upstairs. I'm sorry, I have to excuse myself to go to sleep.
Oh wait, Volley, I would appreciate if you could stay here for just a moment.
Oh.
Nah, Vetta's gone.
Sorry.
Damn, she's fast.
You see Volley reach under under the table, and she pulls out like this kind of large bag. Kind of the width of it is like the width of her torso. She plops it down and she opens up the bag, and you can see that there are a couple more items in here. And she says, "This is what I'm going into Argonian territory. Hold on. This is what I have been able to procure. I have been trying to get one of those bracelets for you, Seth, but there's been quite a change in events that I think everyone here would like to know." And as she pulls out the bag, you see that there are these two stones that kind of have like an owl design on them. And then there are two bags, and these two bags have a very calligraphy fancy F on them. And she moves the two bags to the F, kind of slides them your way, Evetta. Seth, you immediately recognize the two stones. They are owl stones. And so, basically, Ionan doesn't exist in my world. So the equivalent is you would know as the Owl of Knowledge, which is more or less the same thing.
Yeah.
So these are basically Ionan stones, but just reflected.
Damn. Okay.
You
Evetta picks up
immediately
one of
recognize
them.
They are
What is this?
they have a kind of brown rope, thin brown fiber tying them off. And she says, "I think you will enjoy them. Open it up."
Open? Oh. Evetta tries to pop it open.
Okay, which one do you open? One or two?
Just one for now.
You open.
He doesn't
do you
know
mean,
what they are. Or...
Do you know? Do you open bag number one or bag number two?
Oh,
There's no
bag-
difference in what they look like, but
That
bag
one.
number one. Then let's see
Bag number
behind
one?
what's inside bag number one.
Okay, you open it up and you see tons of, basically ammunition.
What?
For your bag, for your flintlock pistol. You pick one up and inspect it, and they have a slight glow to them. This bag including the ammunition bag I picked up. This bag contains 87 ammunition plus ones.
Whoa!
Cool.
Well, how in the world did you even procure these? As far as I know, I don't actually know who actually crafts them.
Well,
The ones I have are
Saw some-
handmade.
I saw some poor sops get intercepted by Scorched Knights, and they basically wrung them out of everything they had, and these bags fell out. I decided to steal it for myself.
Oh, interesting.
I'll go over to the two stones, and can I tell by looking at them which
They look the
owl
exact
stones?
same, unfortunately.
so they're the
You
same?
can't tell, what
Okay.
exactly they do until you, you don't have to attune to it, but I will say
Oh,
you
yeah,
need
no,
to
I'll
spend a
grab
short
it and I'll
rest,
just-
like identifying it.
I was just gonna grab it and flick it up into the air and see. I was just gonna try this shit out right now.
Oh,
Okay. Well, you flick it up into the air, and it comes right back into your hand.
Do you know what these are, Volley?
Not at all,
Oh,
except that it came from a particular fellow who tends to hoard magic items.
all right.
ooh.
So I figured they must be useful.
I know what they are, but not exactly what they are. I'm gonna take some time and study them and see who they would be most appropriate to give to, if that's okay with everyone.
Of course.
So
Fine by me. I
basically,
feel you're
yeah.
the most equipped with
Yeah.
the magical
Seth-
knowledge.
So basically, Seth will have to spend an hour short resting with them. So if everyone is fine with that, then we'll
Yeah,
just
that's fine.
skip forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
What'd that stone do?
Oh yeah.
was the second bag still there, or was that what
Yeah.
the
The
stones
second
were
bag
in?
you haven't opened.
Okay.
Oh,
Open that bag.
may I
It's like
may
Christmas.
I open the
What?
second bag?
By all means.
All right, Evetta pulls it open.
Pulls it open. It's a little lighter, and you do see more ammunition. Way less, like less than half. And you pick one up, and they're made of a much finer material and have an even bigger glow to them. This bag contains 36 ammunition plus 2s.
Whoa! What in the? How did? Oh!
And you look at the bag, you notice that F is very it's very ornate looking, and you notice there is a smaller W next to the F.
Am I
So-
allowed to take both of these?
She nods.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes.
Look, Evetta, they're already embroidered with your last name.
Hold on, what?
Wow, I didn't even realize that.
I thought that was intentional.
Well, okay, that what was in character. I thought that was what it was. I was like, oh, wait, would Evetta
Yeah.
recognize?
Yeah. Flintsworth.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even realize
Damn, dude.
that.
I thought 100%. I was willing to give you that one.
Dang, yeah, I thought
I
it was
should've
gonna be
just
like a
rolled with
long
it.
lost uncle of Evetta or something. Like, oh,
Okay. Well, you guys spend this hour.
is
Harbin-
Evetta allowed to sleep?
You can. I mean, yeah, you can short rest as well. You're not gonna. I would say you'll be able to fight off exhaustion, but you won't get any benefits of a long rest.
Okay. So I'll just heal a little.
Yeah, you can use your
bit?
hit dice to heal. Yeah, you can go ahead and use your hit dice to heal.
Okay.
That's pretty fair.
All right. If anyone want to do anything with these NPCs, ask questions or anything like that, or does everyone just want to skip ahead?
I guess.
Oh,
Sorry.
There you go.
No, I
Oh my
want
gosh.
to ask Volley, like, or just sort of tell her, like, Thayer had mentioned that you were having some difficulties procuring the bracelet. We have about a half week until we're going to begin infiltrating Ionan's estate, so the four of us are at your disposal to help procure this item during that time.
well, unfortunately, I don't think we will be able to. My one client, who I knew could help me obtain these things, Well, he has fled. I don't know where to. And I might know why. Ever since this Scorch Priest has entered, there has been a much higher amount of Scorch Knights wandering Daeston. Even just a couple weeks ago, there were none that were allowed entry. It was all Legion Knights, and they're very predictable and easy to fool, to hide from. Not these Scorch Knights. They're more aggressive. They're more inquisitive. Almost, I would have gotten a lot more. I would have had a much bigger haul. I could have procured something for those two. And she points to Dara. Zag. Oh my god.
Oh my
She
god.
points to Zara and Dag.
Zag.
Dag.
I could have gotten something for those two as well. But everyone is scared, to put it, for lack of a better word, about these Scorch Knights. But that does not mean I have not come without something useful. I have some risky endeavors following a knight here or there, and eavesdropping a little too close where I shouldn't have been. I think I have found out what the Scorch King's plans truly are, why they are here. Well, let's get the big one out the way. They want to disable the Arcane Nullifier.
Oh.
They said that it would take them hopefully only 2 weeks to get it. Don't know what word they specifically used, but generally to get it out of commission. And they said that they wanted to time this to when the rift to the plane of fire was at its biggest. So that Tavastra could come through. I don't know who Tavastra is, but this name was thrown around a lot.
Could we make checks to see if any of us would know?
Sure. Everyone who wants to, go ahead and make a history check.
I got you, Ryder.
Oh no!
Oh, come
What if
on.
Dad gets a nat 20 and Seth gets a nat 1? Wouldn't that be such a weird reverse of like...
It would.
Dag's like, oh,
let's
Tavastra. We go way
go.
back.
Hi guys, I essentially got a nat 20.
Uh-huh.
Did you really?
Yeah, I got an 8.
Yeah, that's
Wow, yeah,
pretty
that's
much a
basically
nat
it.
20.
Yeah.
See,
an
believe it,
8.
20 and 8 are like the same number.
Yeah,
Gotta round up.
yeah.
Yo, I'm
Yeah,
gonna blow your mind. You take an 8, put it on its side, you basically rolled infinity. So, like, I don't
You know, it's not
For
wrong.
real.
Gosh,
You
lay
pick,
down
you
the
pick.
8. Okay.
Lay down the 8, you know? You never done that before?
Well, I got a 21.
21, okay.
Same
Or
as an 8.
17.
Okay, 17. What'd you get, Seth?
Oh, those are weak numbers. I got an 8.
Okay, so yeah, Dag is like food, and Seth is like, man.
Oh, I'm
really-
still thinking about that bracelet. I'm like,
Yeah, I was gonna say, Seth
Yeah.
was like, this is really not what I want to hear.
This place sucks.
Zara and Evetta, you will glean the same information. The way you got it will, of course, be different. Tavastra is the son of the true Scorched King. The actual ancient dragon that the cult worshipped has a son. And that is Tavastra. Tavastra is also another red dragon. In the stories, Tavastra was young, but it's been centuries since then. And Tavastra has gotten much older, assumedly. Which means that he might have reached ancient status. Or he still has his road before him. But you know that Tavastra is basically more or less the stand-in for the Scorched King. Like the actual Scorched King dragon. Because, well, that dragon was slain and banished to the elemental plane of fire. And Tavashra is his heir. So, she mentions that Zara and Evetta. Wait, Evetta, you're sleeping.
Oh. I guess never mind then. She passed
Okay.
out.
Zara be knowing about that Tavastra.
Hey, for real.
Yeah, so Zara's the only one who
So
knows.
Zara, and that would make sense considering the Scorching is more of an old world,
Yeah.
Old world event. But yes, I don't know who Tavastri is, but that does not sound good.
Ah.
In any case, it seems that they will execute, or they plan to execute, this whole operation in 2 weeks.
We need to not be here when that happens.
Okay.
I agree.
Or we need to do our plan. I look at Thayer now. We need to do our plan, get Ionan in jail, and rally the people and push the Scorched King out of the city. Because
In 2 weeks.
I don't know what a Tavastra is, but if that arcane nullifier is down, and you've got a bunch of Scorched King, like, dragon worshippers here, you now have an entire army that has access to magic in the city. And it sounds like your forces are already doing a less than great job against them without magic. With magic, it's
Yeah,
probably not going to be good. So I point to the three of us and like gesture towards Evetta, need to not be here. And you, and I gesture to the Underunners, need to get the people rallied and against the Scorched King as soon as possible. And while we're here, we're going to help you. But that's not great.
And another thing that may complicate everything. I mentioned it earlier, but it must be stressed that the presence of Scorched Knights has been an extreme hindrance, especially around the Central Borough and the Skytop quarters. Especially seen following Ionan, which is not surprising.
Do you think that'll make infiltrating his manse more difficult?
Thayer kind of thinks to himself, kind of rubbing his temples. I'm not sure. It might, but it might not. I don't. Are they around his home often, Volley? Not that I can tell.
Okay.
Then maybe it won't make our mission any harder.
We
But
just
it
gotta
might
get.
make rallying the people
Yeah.
harder. There's now much more, somehow, an even more oppressive force than the Legion Knights bearing down.
Yeah. Well, we'll do what we can. We gave you our word. While we're here, we're gonna do what we can to assist you. Get Ionan ousted. That's step number 1. Get the nobles against him. Get the people against him. Get them working together for once, and then we need to get the guards with them, and together maybe those 3 groups can do something. But until we get Ionan dealt with, none of that can really happen based on what we talked about yesterday.
Right, well, we had planned to help Volley, and that doesn't really seem, unless we want to help her with something other than searching for the bracelet. A bracelet.
Would members of the Scorched King have the bracelet? I know the Oraclus would have the bracelet. Who has the bracelet? If we could just isolate somebody that has one and deal with them one way or another and get one, that might be our best bet. I understand that you have contacts and maybe somebody could have gotten one and that's no longer an option. What if we take that into our own hands now? What if we, find a way to obtain one?
Well, as far as I know, the only ones who would have bracelets on them would be either members of the clergy or seers of the Oraclus, and they do not take missing members lightly. It is not often heard of that these members go without an announcement. It is not often that they suddenly die, unlike the monks of the Four Stars or the lower religious class.
Hmm.
It's possible, but tensions would be high.
Oh, we don't need to kill anyone. We just need to find them and steal from them, which seems like it's kind of your guys' bag.
They all kind of look at each other. Well,
We need a rogue in this party.
Well, we can certainly try, but stealing from the higher god worshipping folks, they're always cooped up in the Silverlight domain, and that's always been a very tricky one to infiltrate. We've only ever had, well, and the stories I've been told from the Underunners, there's only ever been one who was able to consistently go in and out of the domain. But he's long gone. He had bigger plans, better things to steal.
All right. Well, failing that, then we have a half week while your men prepare the cart. What can we do to prepare in that time? Then he says, "It's not. It will be more difficult if we don't have this bracelet, because then I will be much less efficient at really doing anything. But if I need to go without it, I can maybe try and force myself to still do magic. It's just unreliable. But what can we do in the meantime, then? Our best bet seems to be staking out locations Ionan might be. The other thing we need is his voice, so failing anything else, I guess we can do that, but what other options do we have?"
Well, Harvin kind of taps Oz, and Oz kind of looks at him strangely. He's like the bird thing where like he cocks his head. And Harvin's like, the stone. Give me the stone. And Oz is like, oh, and reaches into his pocket and pulls out a setting stone. And gives it to Harvin. Harvin kind of holds it up. Well, I believe. Do you also have the other one?
Evetta does.
She's
Perfect.
sound asleep.
Cut to
Snores
Evetta.
Is Evetta a honk shoe, or more of a me? What do we? There we go.
She does have the stone on her.
Oops. All right. Well, I guess continually scope out Ionan. I don't know how much we'll be able to gather, but being sure can't hurt.
I just need somebody to listen to him, or I need to listen to him, or I need to be, I don't know, within 60 feet of him.
In that case,
the
you
rate?
can maybe accompany Tuna on his nightly, or one of his men on their nightly scouts. Perhaps you'll be able to get close enough. And
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Ibri might need help establishing the cart at a secure location without being caught, without it being suspicious. She mentioned that they'd be able to make the cart, but getting to a location that would not be conspicuous might prove difficult. So one of you could help her out. I guess that's all I've got.
All right, well, I guess we wait for Evetta to wake up and then see what we can do.
All right.
What bank was it that Ionan frequents?
It's the treasury chamber in the upper skytop quarters.
Okay.
Through Ibri's thoughts, you could tell it's pretty much the only bank that's up there, and because there's only a handful of families that are actually in this skytop quarters, and it's still a pretty large bank regardless. It's like the largest building in there, or in the upper skytops. Here is the 2 stones. Squid, I just DM'd you what they do.
What those stones do?
Evetta, you wake up. You get the benefits of a short rest.
Oh, wait, did we just fall asleep? Oh, what are you doing?
We fill in Evetta.
Yeah. Is everybody still here? Is like Thayer, Volley,
Yeah,
Harvin?
they're also here. Did you want to do something with them?
All right then.
Alrighty. We have the people.
Ooh.
Volley,
Yes.
did you mention hearing about a Tevastra?
Well, that was the name that was thrown around a lot from the Scorched Knights. Said some planning to unleash Tevastra.
From what I know of Tevastra, of the Scorch Empire, is that he's supposed to be the son of the Scorch King. As in, the dragon that the Empire worships.
Then that definitely is not good news.
A dragon?
That's
Wait,
like
you're summoning a dragon through the plane of whatever it's called? What was it you said, Seth?
They are trying to summon Tevastra through a rift.
plane of
Yes,
fire
that.
sounds bad.
The Plane of Fire. From the stories I know, that's where the Scorch King is held.
Well, then I definitely do not want to be around here if they ever turn off that arcane nullifier and the dragon comes wreaking havoc.
From last I remember, he was just a young dragon.
How long ago was that?
I don't know. The books in my house's library was pretty ancient.
It's kind of leans back.
So those books are old, but that dragon was a child in those stories? But then how
Well-
long has it been? Has this dragon actually, like, grown to a formidable size? Is it actually as bad as we think it is? Or is it just some, I don't know, some angsty teenager dragon that's going to wreak havoc once they call it in?
Well, I don't think I want an angsty teenager dragon over here,
I
regardless.
don't either.
Quick question for my companions. How much are you all familiar with the chromatic dragons?
Nada.
DM, I'm gonna assume I know nothing.
Yeah.
Does he better know?
Wait, yeah, DM just.
Are you asking meta or like their
No,
I'm
characters?
asking. I'm asking in character what my
Oh.
teammates know.
So
thinking meta.
I want to say everyone, maybe except Dag, would have the baseline understanding of the difference between the chromatic and the metallic dragons.
Okay. But like the idiosyncrasies
the-
of the individual colors.
But maybe the actual characteristics of each color might be a little bit from character to character. I'm
Okay.
gonna say that this is gonna be a little bit more dependent. You guys might have to decide yourself if they would, because this is it's basically how well do you think your character would know dragons? Again, we can make general assumptions. Zara had a whole library at her access, and also the Scorch King was taught, so maybe she would know the characteristics of like a red dragon more so than maybe Evetta.
Is
maybe
learning
Evetta
about the
had,
Scorch King like learning about like World War One?
I would think so.
For, I would say
pretty old
learning
world, the old world.
learning about the Scorch King would be more equivalent to, I want to say like an old medieval war between like Europe and France.
Oh, okay.
Because
Oh,
it happened such a
Dude,
long
the War
time
of, like
ago.
100 Roses or some cool
I would
shit.
think it'd be like a. What's it called? Urban legend? Would it be like kind of legendy?
Not legendy, perhaps. It's not that old, and it's not used in any kind of folk tale to scare off or to scare children into behaving or anything like that.
Okay.
It's just an old piece of history that hasn't been relevant for a very long time until now.
Okay, so I'm going to say that Evetta is not as well versed, at least about the characteristics between the different colors and everything.
Okay.
Kind of aware of them, but that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, Steph will just sort of go on to say, like, red dragons, a red dragon, if they bring it through to this city, Daeston's gone. There's nothing that they could really do to stop it. If it's an ancient dragon and it already has its forces established here, like maybe if it was just a dragon, you know, there'd be a lot of casualties, but the people could maybe fight it back or at least shoo it away. But with the army and an ancient red dragon, the city, there won't be a Daeston afterwards if we don't push the Scorched King out of here. And at the very least, like, we should not stay here. The city should evacuate if you can't get people to, like, fight back. As the red dragons are notorious for wanton cruelty and destroying things simply because they can, and there aren't things around to stop them.
Well, that's quite reminiscent of those mountain raiders.
No. That's a toddler throwing a tantrum compared to what a ancient red dragon could do.
Well, I figured, but the principle's the same.
Seth just looks like he's like doing like a 10,000-yard stare at like a wall at the back of the room. He says, Daeston will be glass afterwards.
From what you know as well, Seth, the mountain riders only ever come down in terms of needing resource.
Yeah.
And they don't traditionally, they don't tend to try and wipe the entire country. They normally take what they can. And normally that's like a large town, maybe two, if their leader's especially cruel or especially greedy.
Yeah. They pillage, they get resources, and they leave.
And then they just kind of back off and just rest for like a couple more years.
Yeah, I think Seth would say something along the lines of, like, the mountain riders show up, gather as much resources as they can, and then leave little behind them. An ancient red dragon would see, and that would be like a village. The mountain riders couldn't penetrate Daeston. Your guards, even without the Scorched King, could handle them, which is why they stick to small settlements and villages like Durstwood. This dragon could single-handedly show up and turn Daeston into a glass floor.
Well, I'm not trying to downplay the dragon. We already know the dragon's an enormous threat.
Okay, maybe...
I'm not trying to do that, no.
Maybe I just really don't want to be here when that happens, is what I'm trying to say.
I believe we've already established that, but...
Okay. You're getting catty, Evetta, and I appreciate that.
Apologies, I just woke up.
Apologies,
Anyway,
I don't have my bracelet. I feel like both Seth and Evetta are not operating at their most cordial. It's because they're just both like, there's just other things going on. He says, in any case, who wants to know what these rocks do?
Oh, what are they?
Well, they're owl stones. They are incredibly rare, and I look at Volley and I go, you know, it's not a bracelet, but god damn, all right.
Oh?
I say this one, it operates like a spell storing ring. You can cast magic into it, and it'll hold on to it and be able to function as a magic item producing a spell effect. Magic users can use it to basically pre-prepare additional spells. You can also put spells into it and give it to a non-magic user, and they can cast them theoretically. Ryder, what magic is in this one already?
There actually is no magic in it.
Oh, dinger. Well, sometimes they come pre-prepared.
Yeah.
This one will protect you. It will give you a little bit of extra protection on the battlefield. And Steph says, I would like the spell storing one. I might be able to use it to prepare some magic, and if I'm casting it through this, that might allow me to circumvent at least somewhat the limitations of the arcane nullifier, without completely hemorrhaging my brain in the process. So I'm gonna hold on to this one. But whoever would think that they get the most benefit from the protection one, that's all yours.
How strong is the protection? Would you know?
Mechanically, it's an AC +1.
Oh,
Yes. Gives you +1 to AC.
Let's just stack it on Zara. Let's give Zara like
Yeah,
an
you know
AC
what?
23.
No, it would only give me a 20.
Only.
Only a
At level
20.
5.
only a 20.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like either Evetta or Dag. This might benefit the most. Probably Evetta.
I agree.
Probably
Yeah,
a better.
yeah,
I already
probably.
got my thingy.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, you guys know the thingy, you know?
Yeah.
Very descriptive, as you know.
So then yeah,
Much appreciated.
I'll toss it over to Evetta. And then Amby on D&D Beyond, it's an Ion, Ioun, Stone of Protection.
Whoa.
Ryder, was I sort of on the right track that if I'm able to cast something into this, I can use it to sort of
Yes.
like not...
Yes.
Okay, sick. Bless up, Dungeon Master.
Just let me know what you're casting into beforehand.
Yeah, before we leave for the day, I'll probably load it up with 4 spells, and then I'll still probably because Seth is Seth. We'll still probably try to cast things without using it, but this at least means that I can do something.
Yeah.
Do I have to
Alright.
predetermine like what level I cast them at? I imagine probably.
Yeah, because it's up to if I
Oh yeah, it's based on spells
it's
like
based on-
slot level.
it's based on like
okay.
slot level. I think
Okay.
yeah, it's like you can either put 1 third level or 3 first levels, or
Got
like
it.
1 first level and then 1 second level. It's like based on like
Yeah.
level, which is a really weird. I mean, I get it, but like
Yeah.
it's a little.
It's a little obnoxious, but like it's something. At least lets me
Yeah.
cast some amount of spells. And the one that I'm like probably not right now, but this at least allows us to infiltrate Ionan's manor because I'm probably just gonna slam it full of 3 disguised selves, and just be good to go for that. And then I'll take the charisma saves on if I need to cast anything else while we're there.
I will say you can. Never mind. Actually, I'll just say this. If you do run out of spells into it, and then you want to cast another spell into it, that'll just be like the action. You have to take an action. You have to take like an action to do that.
Okay.
So.
So like if we're in combat. Okay.
If you're in combat, yeah, you can just be able to like do it as part of an interaction and then cast a spell.
Okay. And then because it's a magic item, will I have to make the charisma saves to cast into it, or am I like preloading it and it'll be fine?
You'll find out.
All right, cool. Well, I'll find out right now because I think Seth's gonna like he's playing around with it at this point. Like,
All right.
Oh, actually, I'll just ask the Underunners because they would probably know. I'll be like, will it be weird if I have one of these orbiting my head? Will that be an issue with people? Or because it's an item, will that be fine?
You'll definitely get. Yeah, you might run into issues, frankly.
All right, so only have it out if I need to.
Probably be the best.
Okay, good to know. That's fine. Stowing it in action. I swear to God, D&D.
I think it says so. Yeah, it's both an action to like toss it and then an action to seize and stow it.
Why is that a full action, wizards?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Pulling a great sword off of my back and unsheathing that's a free item interaction. Tossing a rock out of my pocket into the air, that's a full action. Drinking a potion, full action. If I want to pull a beer off of my belt and drink it, though, that's an item interaction. Make it make sense.
Oh my gosh.
The action economy is built on twigs and lies.
Do we need to homebrew something in?
Oh man,
well,
can I make a quick tangent?
Okay,
Oh, no.
sure. I think.
I had a homebrew item that I just gave it to all my players as like a free thing to like nullify the fact that potions are a full action, because it's dumb. And it turned potions into a bonus action, and it was a potion fate pen.
No way.
Ain't no
The
way.
idea being that it takes a full action to load a potion into the fate pen, but then you just slam it as a bonus action, like in combat, so that it allows
I
you to use
see.
it and not take up your entire like turn in combat, which is the only time that potions really
All right,
matter.
so
Anyway.
I've got a homebrew idea. A mini, very tiny pocket-sized catapult that you put the stone in, and it launches it to your head. No.
I just get like no, you get one of like the Spider-Man wrist launchers, and you just fling the stone.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna put some magic in this rock.
All right, what are you putting in there?
That's a great question. I'm gonna throw in Shield of Faith,
Okay.
Bless, and
These are our first
one.
level,
Yeah, these are all first level, and one Guiding Bolt. Let's just throw a good smattering in there.
then? All right, so go ahead and nothing happens. You successfully
Sick.
store the spells
Boop,
in the
boop,
stone. Yep.
All right, cool. That
You
is
see
all of my first
one eye.
levels.
You see like one eye light up, and then the other eye light up, and then the beak light up.
Aw, that's cool.
Aw, so cute.
All right.
And then if I need to use a third level, then we just hope I make a good charisma save in the in the heat of combat.
Yeah.
I want to pray to my god. What? DM?
Who's
What
my
are you
god?
trying to do?
What's the who am
forgot
I?
the god's
I
name.
forgot.
I don't know why she's stuttering
well, you're
so
supposed
much.
to tell me.
Oh my
We
bad.
discussed this.
I forgot.
Yeah, we didn't even come to an actual conclusion to what. Okay.
Oh.
Just
Oh.
D God, that's it.
Be gone.
Yeah, just say you.
God.
You.
The name is too holy, she can't even speak it.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't,
That's beautiful.
because I can't make you choose a god, so we just say you pray to your god.
Okay,
You say
okay.
their name.
Yeah, so
and their name.
Yeah, Dad's gonna look for food.
All right.
You got a wee bit too
You s-
famished.
You start going through like cabinets and drawers and you hear there behind you kind of say, if you're hungry I can make something.
It's just alright. I'll find something eventually.
Oh no.
Well, you won't because you're in the dining room, not the kitchen.
I'll find. Give me one moment.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
That's crazy.
Why
Nat
not?
20. Nat 20 coming up. Guys, if I lie about this, I didn't lie. Ooh. See, it's essentially a 20. I rolled a 4.
You got a 2.
It's a 2.
Oh, no. So I know I rolled a 2, but it's +2. So it's 4.
Oh,
Okay,
a 22.
if no one stops him, Dag spends the next 30 minutes rummaging every container for food.
That's it.
Well, Evetta walks up to Harvin and asks, "So, have you ever thought about putting something there in place of your missing arm?
He kind of looks down
Like-
at his missing arm.
A weapon?
You put a sword in my nub?
I can try to figure out how to put it on."
Well, once you figure that out, you let me know. I don't think I want a ham fist, a scimitar on my shoulder here. That's
That's pretty cool.
If you go to the red light district, they'll pay you a good amount of gold for a ham
my
fist.
god. Well, while I'm here, I suppose I'll try to
But-
think of something in the meantime.
He kind of rubs the nub a little bit. I kind of like it. It's a reminder.
It gives you good character.
It's an icebreaker, that's true. Good starting point for conversation. So, what do you guys do?
So let's go over the plan again. At least what we are able to do right now. It's still morning, right? Or is it
Well,
just day?
I was talking there's worse. It's still it's still pitch black outside.
Oh, okay.
But it's like if you squint, you can see the faintest hints of sunrise.
If you squint.
Okay.
Squint. There, kind of leans over the dining table, and says, "Well, our options for what we can do right now before we can enact the plan. Tunar, if anyone, Seth, you can run with Tunar if you want to try and get a read on what Ionan sounds like. Ibri will need help moving the cart around. One of you more, well, he kind of hints towards, kind of gesture towards Dag, who's currently in the kitchen. You hear drawers opening, closing, and like, nope, no, no.
There are no bananas here.
Where are them bananas?
Getting a good read on what the Scorched Knights are doing would also be valuable information. If any of you want, I was planning throughout this half week, if anyone wants to help me, we can continually spread rumors about Ionan throughout the 2 lower districts. And if I had one of your hands, I could definitely speed up that process.
Do you have pamphlets to hand out, or are you just inserting yourself into some random conversations?
We make it up as we go.
I see, I
Oh,
see.
great.
Just general saying, you know.
Was that a remark from Zara?
Oh
Like,
no!
oh, how dare you! No.
No, no.
We're just gonna ride the waves, dude.
My
Life is... You just gotta flow with life, man. Don't want any of that bad energy.
Oh no.
British Zara is gonna make a comeback.
Oh no.
Interesting.
She can't take it anymore.
Oh.
I can't take it anymore. I'm gonna break my monitor.
So what does everyone want to do?
Is Zara wanting to say something?
No, no.
Yo, DM, has Dag found any food yet?
Bro,
No.
Oh
you're in
my.
the wrong room.
You know that.
Setting
maybe,
the table.
You know that. Maybe I'll take up on that offer.
Tunar runs in the evening, right?
Tunar runs later in the day.
Okay, so we can theoretically we can split up and cover more ground that way if we need to. But also, I don't need to do anything with Tunar until the evening, so I'm fine with tagging along with somebody during the day.
By the way, you all told me Evetta has a stone, and you see Evetta that Harvin holds up the other sending stone. Who wants to hold on to it?
I'll take it, I guess.
There you go. All right,
Alright.
the other half of the sending stone.
Okay. Will these need to be the stones that we use for when we infiltrate the manor and give the other one to Tunar? Or will Tunar have his own that we can pair to?
I don't think Tunar will have his own, unfortunately. Those might be other ones you use.
Okay.
Infiltrating, yeah.
So yeah, then Evetta and I will hold on to the 2 halves now, and then yeah, when we go to infiltrate, we'll just give one of the halves to the Tunar.
All right. Well, Seth will then be helping with Tunar. Who is helping? Does anyone help Ibri?
Is she the one doing the posters or the people?
No, that's me. Ibri is the one. Ibri and her gang are making the fake cart, and they're going to need help moving the cart around.
Oh, I can help.
Okay.
I'm a buff.
I'm a buff.
Okay, I'm a buff.
That's
And-
it. She's buff. That's it. She is the buff.
I'm a
And
buff.
who wants to eavesdrop on Scorched Knights?
I'll do that because I can do that during the day.
All right. Then, Evetta, you want to help me spread rumors?
I can try my best.
Where's Dak?
Yeah?
Rumors around.
At this point, Dak, you find some food.
Let's go.
Nice.
You have to
Oh
keep
my
it quiet to
God.
not wake up the housemates. Well, Dag, let me go over the plan.
All right.
Seth will be heading out with Tunar in the evening. Zara will be helping Ibri move the cart around and also help construct the cart. Seth will also be eavesdropping Scorched Nights during the day. And me and Evetta will be spreading out rumors. Do you
I guess I can help with the cot then.
Alright. Sounds good to me. Well, if everyone is ready, I'm going to head out now.
All right.
I think me and Oz are just
Good luck to everyone.
we're just gonna go back doing underrunner duties. You need one of us. Oh shit, we don't have a tavern anymore.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, where should
That's
we
a bit
meet
of
you
an
now? The Cages Zone is out of the question, isn't it?
Yeah, well, Cager Zone's for them. Those folks. And he sort of gestures towards Volley and Thayer, who,
Oh.
there is kind of a clear difference in the ranking up there, Thayer and Volley, and then Oz and Harvin. Harvin does have like that black, rogue leather that seems to have procured. Harvin is still, or not Harvin, Oz is kind of just wearing, again, kind of just ramshackle sort of armor, straps, maybe like a leather pauldron here or there. Volley and Thayer, though, have they're much more dressed up.
I see.
Well, let's say this. How about in the second ward, there is a tavern called the Brass Tap. Hard to miss.
Is that also the wall that has the little Beastmaster's office there? Whatever you call it. Is that the same one that I'm thinking of?
I believe all that's centered in the. Maybe they might have one down here as well. I'm only aware of the one in the central borough. But find us in the Brass Tap. Normally, Oz or I will just be on the surface, but in case we aren't, you can always leave a message with the barkeep. I'll get going. Oz? Yes. You see Oz kind of follows him out. So Harvin, Thayer, and Oz have left. Volley just kind of sitting there, spinning a knife in her hands before she sheaths it. Well, I will probably help you, Seth, and eavesdropping is what I do best.
Hell yeah.
All right. So, do you guys start to do this stuff?
Yeah,
What
Suppose
you're
so,
planning?
unless we want to wait a bit for the sun to actually rise. Unless the sun has already risen, then we can just go.
But yes,
I mean,
Harvin
it's
left
starting to rise. Yeah, Harvin. Yeah, he's like he has left, but you can interrupt him if you want.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna follow him outside. Actually, I'm gonna try and catch up
Sure.
to him really quick. I'll be like,
Yes.
hey, Harvin, I just wanted
Howdy.
to howdy. Seth goes to do his voice accidentally and then catches himself. I owe you an apology for when we first met. I had
Harvin kind of looks confused.
I had undue suspicion towards you, and I think I judged you a little harshly at first. And after after the events that transpired, you stuck your neck out for us. You're the reason we were able to get out of there. So I want to apologize to you and thank you.
No worries, friend. Trust me. Any friend of Evetta, friend of mine, I would have never crossed you, and I don't blame you. If I had met me, I'd have thought the same thing.
Yeah, people that meet me have it pretty hard too, and I'll put a hand out to give him a handshake.
Gives you a nice, firm handshake.
Yeah. Good
With
luck
his
today.
nub.
I go for the wrong hand at first, like.
Oh god.
Be seeing you around.
Oh fuck. Oh, it's in my notes. What was it? Hang on. Fuck. Run fast. Stay unseen. I think. Shit. This is me. This isn't Seth. Seth knows it.
Yes.
Stay unseen and run fast. I had it right. Backwards.
Yes, he says. Yes, he says. You say stay unseen. He responds. Run fast. Yes. Stay fast. Run unseen.
So yeah, Seth tries to say both halves.
Stay fast.
Stay
Run.
fast.
All right.
Yeah,
All right,
I'll walk back in after that.
All right. So, you guys execute pre-planning.
Yes.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
wasn't sure what was
What
going
was the
on.
question?
Like, are you guys going to begin the plan? Like, are you guys beginning the pre-planning process of moving the cart and then doing the eavesdropping and spreading rumors?
Hell yeah, bro.
Or are you guys
Yes,
gonna
yes.
do? Are you guys
It's
gonna do
time.
something else? Because I'm going to assume you're gonna do that, and we'll
I
RP
see.
anything you don't do, or we'll RP like the things you do outside of that.
Okay. Yeah. Evetta is like stumbles around a bit and realizes, oh no, Thea's already gone. I gotta go.
He's right outside waiting for you.
Help. Help.
Yeah, she's like rushes
He's
out the
very
door.
good
Is
at
like,
he's very good at blending
wait.
in the shadows. So you look around, and he's just like, I'm right here.
oh, you haven't left yet. Okay, cool.
Evetta
Cool,
like
okay.
bursts out the door, toast in her mouth.
Toast in her
Yes.
mouth, jacking in one hand, bowl
Yeah.
of cereal in the other.
There you go. Yeah, in her schoolgirl outfit.
Yeah. Hey, Evetta is an anime girl, so
I'm
you
late
can't
for the
even.
bus. All right. Well, I believe the first ward and the third ward have been successfully seeded with rumors. So we'll begin with the second ward, and you guys go off to do that. Dag and Zara, you guys go to the hot zone. You can go back to the hot zone, and you inquire about Ibri. And you're like, we're here to help, and they're like, okay. Seth, you and Volley head out to the central boroughs and begin doing various to get eavesdropping information and all that. So again, because I think the heist is probably what everyone is anticipating. We'll say, Evetta, you and Thayer successfully spread rumors across the entirety of the pits.
Ooh.
After about 2 days, you finish and you head back to you head back to the first ward, and you're now hearing people just openly talk about how Ionan seems to be a home wrecker. He's implicated in this conspiracy plot. He's been embezzling funds, and he does not seem like a good face. Volley.
He's
nope.
also out there stealing all your wives. You should watch out.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Hide your kids. Hide your wife.
wife.
Hold on. Wait. Dag and
He's
Zara.
embezzling everybody out here.
Dag and Zara. You guys managed to construct the cart, and it, from what you guys know, it seems pretty spot on. It seems pretty authentic. After you guys finish, Ibri says, "All right. So, do you guys know if the heist is taking place during the day or during the night? Because that'll change in where the cart is stationed."
You do know. You do know. You do know.
Or do we?
You do. Your characters do. Your
Oh yeah, our characters do. Our characters do.
So, what is it?
Oh, dag!
So I'm gonna say the opposite of Zara, and we're gonna hope that I'm right.
What is
No.
this? One of us speaks the truth, the other one lies. What is like? What?
Yes,
Avery
exactly.
has to ask one question.
You have one.
Dag, come here. Dag.
All right.
Answer me these questions 3 and I'll instruct you a card traveler.
Dag, come here.
All right, guys. It's really a
Is our
50-50.
favorite color?
Exactly.
All right, guys. I'm gonna coin flip this real quick.
No,
Oh my God,
you
Dag, I
know
was
what
gonna
it
have
is.
a
All right, guys.
conversation
Tails
with
is
you.
days. Oh,
No,
it's
okay,
it's gonna
Dag,
happen at night.
listen,
happen at
Dag,
night.
Dag.
Just okay.
Dag.
Both of you
It-
go ahead and make intelligence checks.
What? That's crazy. I just told you.
I would like to rule that just because the players don't know doesn't mean their characters don't know.
Dag, I'm hoping. Roll well,
Oh,
please.
let's go. That is right, Ryder. I just rolled an 11. I got 9.
Oh, you know what? The DC was 10.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, I was
It's
right. though.
taking place during the evening or at night because you need to wait for Seth to leave. Seth, you need to wait for Ionan to leave the house, and he normally does so at night.
Yeah, guys, common sense.
Yeah,
Twice at
yeah,
nighttime.
exactly. That was on the tip of my.
Also,
No,
my coin
tongue.
said heads, so that's why.
What does that even mean? Whatever.
I was
Seth.
definitely not gonna say
Calm down,
day.
Harvey Dent, all right?
Seth and
My
Volley.
coin said it. Yes.
You guys get some good information. So here's what you know. Ionan is quite strict with his security. He often tells his guards when he is leaving and when he'll be back. You know that sometimes there is one guard who is stationed inside of the house, who kind of walks in and about the house. You get the sense Ionan seems extremely paranoid. You don't glean any details about Evetta's mom. Either the knights don't know anything about that, or they do, and it's just hush hush or something. You also hear that the mountain riders have been split. Some of the mountain riders have been fully assimilated into the army of the Scorching Knights. However, several other mountain riders saw this as going against what they believe. And you've heard that there have been 3 main clans that have been fighting against the Scorch King army. And you know, you hear the Scorch Knights refer to them as like barbarians and savages and all the flowery language. And of course, once evening hits, you run with Tunar, getting rather close to the fort. We'll say this is the first day that you go out eavesdropping. So.
Okay. I'd like.
Is that how Tunar?
that is.
I would like, before I go out with Tunar, I want to swap one of my prepared spells in.
Oh, okay.
Or actually, do I need to do? What level is that? Is that 2nd level? Sorry. I'm gonna change. Yeah, I'm gonna change my stone. I want it to be.
Sorry, that's too much.
Oh, my bad. I want it to be enlarge reduce, and I also want it to be disguise self in in the stone.
It's music.
All right, so DM, is it safe to assume that Tunar is a Animal Crossing character?
What?
I think so.
You know, with how
That
he
is
was
what he
talking.
sounded like half the time.
Oh, okay.
All right. You're out there, Seth, skulking in the high grass, following what is the Skygate Road. Because it's the road out from the Skygate, which is the gate connecting the that connects the Skytop's quarters. You are outside of Daeston currently, which does mean you can cast magic.
Oh, sick. Fucking see you guys. I leave.
You see a gaudy, ornate, garish cart of orange, red, and gold palette annoyingly bright begin to trot down the road. What? No, yeah. Go down the road. And you see the man himself, Ionan. You see he has a knight that has a very large pauldrons, has a cape, clean steel armor, full helmet that has like a plume, and is holding a halberd that has a very ornate feather wrap near like the blade. You see them descend. You see a cart in front of his cart and a front behind his cart that contain about 4 Scorched Knights. And these horses are also super armored. They all trotting down the road.
I want to get as close as I can within. I want to be able to cast detect thoughts on Ionan.
Interesting. Okay, so what's the range on detect thoughts?
30 feet, boss.
30 feet. I will say you will not be able to get close without risking being seen. You will. If you roll high enough on stealth, you won't be seen. But I'm gonna make a roll a stealth check for that. So if you want to get close enough,
fine. I would like to do some cool things to make myself a little less noticeable and a little less conspicuous.
Okay, go ahead.
I shapeshift into a Kenku.
Okay.
And then I cast Reduce on myself. So I can turn into a Kenku and be small sized. And then I'm going to cast Reduce on myself to go into tiny size. So I look like an actual bird now.
But yeah, you do.
I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little raven out for the night. And I'm going to try and use this as I've been waiting to do this combination for a fucking while. So yeah, I want to look like I'm just an actual little bird, and I'm going to hop up and I'm just a bird out at night, and I'm going to try and get as close to the cart as I can. Obviously, I can't fly. Oh no, I can! Oh, I can fly!
Yeah.
I have the bracelet! Oh my god!
You do.
I use the bracelet. I fly and I fly towards the cart. I'm just a bird.
I will say this. That bracelet, I think I worded it weird. I'm gonna kind of retcon it and just say the bracelet straight up gives you fly. You straight up just have fly, and you can't use it until the next dawn of day.
Okay, perfect. Then yeah, I'll do that. I have to flap my arms because fly doesn't but yeah, I'm going to mimic just a raven flying around towards the cart and try and if I can listen to him without casting detect thoughts, I'll do that now that I have this amazing plan.
As you fly off, you hear behind you, well, would you look at that? Why wasn't he part of the team sooner, boss? I don't know. I didn't know about him till now. As you sort of fly away, the peanut gallery kind of behind you.
I like that Tunar's just got a bunch of Boston Southies. All right.
That is kind of they are Ionan and pretty much all the knights are mostly just silent. They don't seem to be conversing a lot. So as you get close, you will have to cast detect thoughts. You get right about 30 feet, right above him.
Okay.
No one has seemed to notice you. Okay, because you literally just look like a bird. Okay, roll a stealth check. No, I'm kidding.
But yeah, then I will. If nobody's talking, then yeah, I'm gonna subtle spell detect thoughts on Ionan. Again, just gonna go into the surface. I'm just gonna listen to his surface thoughts for the duration of the spell, which is a minute, which is all I need to be able to get his voice. Because presumably, like all of us, he thinks in his own voice. So I'm just gonna listen to his internal monologue for a minute.
All right. Yeah, you're right. You listen to it, and he's just like, man, the Scorpion needs to hurry up.
This cart's taking forever.
Oh, man,
Jesus Christ!
It's really hot out here, even though it's night. Oh man, I shouldn't have worn it. No.
I like wore my good cloak and now I'm like sweating through it.
God, also, this knight is breathing really hard and it's kind of ruining the vibe.
That's a really nice bird, though. I like that bird.
So, as you cast detect thoughts, you hear him. You see two thoughts prevalent. You hear, "We need to keep this quiet and fast as possible. Carmeli has already begun mobilizing, and that is not good. We are not ready. I don't know if the Diamond Coalition has been informed, and I can sense the Iron Imperium will be breathing down our backs at any moment. Useless grunts." And you hear some other thought, but then it moves to another thought, and there's been a strange new faces in town. I have seen them skulking around with those dirty basement dwellers. Why do I feel like things are moving against me? Why do I feel like forces are planning my downfall? I have worked this hard. And you see these two thoughts kind of repeating.
Okay. I have a meta question.
Go ahead.
So the way that the tech thoughts is worded is that if you probe deeper, that's when the creature becomes like aware that it becomes aware that the caster is reading their mind. If I'm doing it while it's subtle spelled though, and he's not aware that there's anyone around, would that still have him immediately ping that I specifically am reading his mind? Or is it just, oh shit, somebody's up top, that's not good?
I will say this, meta-wise, I will say, yeah, because of subtle spell, if you succeed, if he fails the saving throw, I would just say like straight up, if he fails saving throw, he just won't know at all that you're going even further.
Okay.
Even though it is kind of worded as if like even if it succeeds or even if they fail or succeed, that like they know. I feel like it's kind of worded that way. And I will, but I think you have the right, your intuition's right.
Okay.
He will feel something, like his mind will be, whoa, weird head pain.
Yeah.
But he definitely won't know it's you. Also,
Steph
about
really
this
wants...
time,
Yeah.
since it's night, you realize none of the men have torches or anything. And you see them kind of take these long wooden poles out of the carts, and they the knights kind of put them close to their hand, and you see them create like a mini fire in their hands and light up like all the torches, and then they set the standing like pole torches back in the cart.
Okay. Would I know that it's produced flame?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Seth really wants to probe deeper, but Seth also, like, based on the fact that I just, like, today learned that this guy is, like, incredibly paranoid, that if I read his mind and basically I have to risk on whether or not he passes or fails, because if he passes, then we might have an even harder time breaking into his house.
Maybe his paranoia means he has low wisdom, or maybe it means he has really high wisdom.
Yeah.
It's your call.
No, I think Seth is a little too cautious. I think if I was playing a different character, they'd probe, but no, Seth's too cautious. Do I feel after the detect thoughts is done that I could, with that, I can now mimic him properly?
Oh yeah.
Perfect. All right, then yeah, I will fly away. I'm not gonna immediately go back over to where Tunar and his men are.
Right.
I'm basically gonna I'm just gonna circle around and wait until the carriage is far enough away, and then again I'm just trying to be an inconspicuous bird, and then eventually I'll make my way back before either the flight or the enlarge reduce ends, and then I'll just shift all the way back out to my normal self.
All right, yeah, easy enough. You head back. You head back to Tunar and his men. They kind of look at you with eager eyes, especially Tunar. So, anything new?
Yes. I'm doing Ionan's voice back to them now.
Or
I think this will work quite nicely.
that's a bit creepy. I'm not gonna lie. You get used to it. Do you? I don't think you do. This is a terrible Scottish accent. This is really bad.
I'm not even in your swamp, bro.
You get back into Daeston safely. You feel the arcane nullifier just fatigue you again. You're prepared for it though. You're you don't or anything, but you're like, man, this sucks.
It was fun while it lasted.
All right. You guys meet back up in the hot zone. The sending stone is with Seth and now with Tunar. I assume you guys, this is like everyone now. This is Tunar, Ibri, Thayer, you guys, Volley, everyone.
I'll say.
Sending stone is now with Tunar. And Seth or Evetta? Okay, Seth. Okay, so go ahead and remove the sending stone from your inventory, Evetta.
Okay.
The cart is now stationed outside of Daeston, on the same road that Ionan normally takes to get back in.
Got it.
So that's where you have to go. The Skygate Road, basically.
Okay.
Everyone, I'm saying this, everyone will know this, by the way. Everyone knows this. So cart's been made. The schedule for Ionan is more or less looks like during the afternoon. Ionan normally heads out to the Trove of Bliss. And spends about an hour there before coming back. Around late afternoon, right before evening. Some on Tuesdays, not Tuesdays, that doesn't exist in my world. Right before evening.
Banish Tuesday.
Right before evening. On certain days, he will visit the Treasury Chamber. That seems to be mostly for checking his bank statement because he seems to be extremely paranoid and he's always checking his bank statement. But it also, it was seen, it was on the last day of this half week, or of this half week of planning. On the last day, you did see that some folks did send some money to his estate again. And then always around night, past evening, when most folks are asleep, is when he would leave to the port. And this has been pretty consistent every time.
Legit a town NPC. All right.
Got his walk cycle all figured out.
Yeah, if he doesn't take this amount of steps to the Trove of Bliss, like he has to go back and redo it.
Oh, no.
No, his NPC glitches out. He just respawns back.
Yeah. He starts walking into the wall.
I was like
Oh
a
my
car in front of
God.
him, he just like statically walks.
Listen. At least I will promise you that Ionan would adhere to the schedule. Do Seth, Squid and Amby, you remember the quest in the Dark Brotherhood where you have to assassinate the son of the guard and then implicate him? All right. So, is everyone good with the plan?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, one question. Okay, so has anyone actually been inside of Ionan's house?
Unfortunately, no. Without a disguise, those guards will shut you down real quick. And now the Scorched Knights.
Oh. If we are able to get in with our version of Ionan, how is he going to be able to play off the idea that he lives in the area, if you know what I mean, without making it seem too suspicious?
What do you mean?
If we bump into that guard who's inside...
You're my guests. I was headed out to go do my evening business. I came across some old friends, and I'm bringing you back to my estate. My business can wait.
It's not unheard of him bringing over guests. It is unlikely and rare, but that is your most plausible lie.
Okay.
You
I
guys
was
just...
a little bit concerned about the performance part of it, but I suppose we'll see. We'll see. I'm sure
You-
Seth would be able to do something. He'll
just-
be able to
You
pass
just let
by
me...
pretty easily.
You just let me do the talking, and then when you're inside, you're yourselves. Don't use your real names.
Right,
But
let's
you're my-
practice that. What's your name? And he points to Evetta.
Oh god.
Oh, let me do my Evetta roll. Hang on.
My name
Where's
is
my D6?
Atave.
Which one did I get? Well, I'm Estella Hemsworth.
All right, that sounds mighty pompous. That'll work quite well. And what's your name? And he points to you, Zara.
I am.
That's her name. I am.
I am. That's the first and last name. I and then am.
Damn.
That's super.
You know, I
super
go by
easy to
Miss
fill out.
Am.
Is there a Mr. M?
We're gonna have to think faster than that.
My name is Whitney. But no, it's
Houston.
The name's Taylor Swift.
My name's Quenie.
These are my names.
We can workshop. We can
Yeah, we can
some
workshop.
names.
I'm so good at making up names in my head, guys.
I just
Alright,
think this is
alright,
great
yeah.
as a part of Zara's character because this is not something that she had
Yeah,
would
that's
have
true.
done.
That fits. All right,
use
fine.
my-
If you don't have something now, that's fine. But you're definitely gonna have to think of one when you get there. And what about you, little one? Well, you're about the same height as me. I guess I can't say that. And he points at you, Dag.
Like dwarves are a little taller, actually.
The names. Oh shoot, what do I
His name is
say?
Gad. Yeah, his name's Gad.
Gad, you know?
All right. And of
I'll think
course-
of a better one later.
Can we
The
get?
life of the party. And he points to you, Sam.
Yeah. Can we get nobles clothes for the three of them?
Don't I have a pair? Actually, I don't think I do.
Did you bring it with you?
I don't think so.
Alright, let's check back on that first session, see if she did.
Oh yeah, let's go back. Let's go back. What was my backpack? Wait, it wasn't recorded. It wasn't recorded, so I could technically. Based on my memory. So I think she bought 5 different gowns, 5 different suits.
Suits?
Oh,
If you need fancy clothes, you can just borrow some of mine.
All right. Yeah. You can integrate them into your armor. I'm not gonna have you go in there unprepared for combat. It won't be unheard of that a man as paranoid as Ionan has guests who are equally paranoid who wear armor with their fancy dress. But you should look the part for nobility. But when we're in there, just let me do the talking.
I'm sure I've got something for you, Dad. Some clothes. I'm sure Valley's dresses won't fit well on you.
I don't think so.
But you'd look real cute, Dag. You'd look real cute.
Gad, the
Gad.
boy.
My boy, Dad.
All right, well, and it'll be about the morning of I'll say like the day after that we planned the prepping of the half week prep. So this is the day. It's about like afternoonish. Oh, which means that you guys would have long rested. So everyone, go ahead. You guys all get the benefits of long rest, all that jazz.
yay!
I'm gonna the night before the infiltration. I'm gonna preload the disguise selves. That way, it doesn't take out any of my spell slots during the day of.
Got it. If you guys have any shopping to do, that would be the time to say so, because we're probably about to move into like the heist.
Oh,
Be right back.
Oh.
is this gonna be a loud mission or a stealthy mission?
Oh
Or-
my god, this guy. Yeah, man, make sure you bring the body bag.
I got you. I actually
Yeah.
got work for 2, you know?
You got nice, dude.
Yeah.
I'll get the zip ties.
Yeah. You know, I got the extra zip ties,
Yeah.
just in case.
All I have is a thermometer. I have the wrong game.
So, the
It's on the
heist.
one day.
Right, yes. Right, heist.
Everybody.
All right. It is the day of the heist. It is not night yet. It is roughly early evening. You all have your clothes. Everything's prepped. Everyone knows what they're going to do. Ibri has just got back and confirmed that the cart is still there. And she says that Tunar will inform you when Ionan leaves, and also to confirm that the cart is still there.
Okay.
You all have your fancy clothes. Queenie, I hope you have your fake
I
name
have
prepped.
my name. I have my
You have
name.
your fake name prepped.
Yes.
It can't
Alright.
be Gad. I already took it.
Yeah. yeah.
I'm
I
sure she
was
was
thinking
thinking
about
Dad.
that.
I'm
I
sure she
was.
She really was.
I
It's a
was.
good name. It's a pretty good name.
No, I really was considering it.
You practiced the Ionan voice. You don't have to practice that actually.
Okay.
Howdy, partner.
That's him. So, in the eye of the storm, what do you guys do? On the eve of the heist.
But
I
it's
pray.
nervous as crap.
Evetta prays.
Evetta clutches
Zara prays.
the necklace that she was holding at the time.
All right.
Scallop.
Okay.
What? Scallop? What?
It's her name.
Oh, so you guys are eating currently eating you guys are currently in the Brass Tap Tavern, just kind of eating with Oz and Harvin.
All right.
May the
So-
warrior bird bless you all. Did I say board? I meant bird. May the warrior bird bless you all.
Likewise.
Thank you
Oz.
kindly, Oz.
Thank you.
No worry. You guys got this.
God bless you too.
I believe. This is me talking. This isn't even Harvin anymore. That's not at all what Harvin would say.
I believe.
Harvin just becomes the DM.
God, who would use the voice for one of their NPCs? What kind of person would just talk in their normal
I
voice?
know. What an absolute loser.
Who would? Yeah.
Who would do that? That's crazy.
Real lame-o shit.
All right. Well, are you guys ready?
I think so. I feel
I think
confident.
so.
All right. You guys
Sure.
get up to leave. You guys ready to leave? Harvin says, Godspeed. And run fast. Stay fast.
No.
Stay
Stay
unfast.
feast.
Stay
Stay feast and run
Stay
unfast.
feast.
feast and don't run.
Yup.
Said feet.
Oh no.
But Harvin nods. And then Oz blesses you all
Oz?
one more time as you all saying, may fast wind be on your side as you all leave the tavern.
Well, we
All
have our formal clothes.
Yes, you have your fancy clothes.
Okay. My fancy clothes. What's everybody's name? Roll
Ionan.
call.
Bro,
Yes,
God.
Oh, you're right.
All right, so we have Estella, we have Gad, and we have.
Kalista.
All right,
Heart.
Kalista. All right, and
Kalista.
of course, Ionan.
Can I just change my name to Pablo? I feel like that sounds way better.
Pablo.
Sure, you can change it to Pablo.
All right.
All right, well, you guys wait. You see the moon begin to rise. You see the sun disappear. The oranges disappearing, the yellows fading, and the dark blues and the black begin to encompass the sky. The street's quiet. The torches go out. As the activity begins to die down, you start getting a buzz, Seth, in your pocket.
Ring, ring,
Hello.
ring.
Ionan.
The coast is the coast is clear, and the cart is still there.
All right. Time to head out.
Ionan should not be more than an hour. Ionan should be more than an hour away, so you've got time.
All right, let's do what we can in that time. Keep me informed and stay unseen.
Stay on theme. And you'll begin to head to where the cart was. You look around. No guards. No one who should be able to see where this cart is or where this cart even comes from. You all hop in. It's kind of a there's like a seat at like it's the cart is more chariot style. I will say, but at the front you can still steer the horses. The three of you sit in the back of the chariot. The can have to like close the back so you don't fall out. You all hop in the chariot and you ride in. You're in the central boroughs, and you ride in and you go past the guild. Evetta, you see your university fading out as walls and buildings cover it.
My
And
home.
an ornate gate, a tall arch, stands before you. And you see the road immediately turn to marble as soon as it goes past that gate. You approach. There are 2 Legion Knights at the side. They don't pay any mind to you. You waltz right in. I didn't get music for that's what I was doing. Oh, God.
Shiny
Just bring up-
floors, guys.
Bring up the
All
Mission
right.
Impossible soundtrack.
DM with the fatal
Short
blunders.
intermission, I suppose.
Sorry, let me
So,
browse my catalog of classical music. I only know 5.
Oh, great.
Oh, why not? This is not fitting, but it's the only thing I can think of. Nope. All right. You all enter. It is very.
Oh yeah,
it is-
Zara's familiar with this sort of thing, isn't she?
It's,
I like
yes, It's
No, I
it's a
don't.
little. It's a little homey, Zara. It is a little homey.
Oh yay!
Beautiful gardens.
know,
Pristine architecture. The statues, the fountains are all extremely well crafted. It's as gaudy as a gaudy district can get. You see all kinds of various buildings that have ornate decoration. Almost every house has a lawn on all sides. You do see a few people walking out, and the few people you see walking out are very clearly dressed for a party or some kind of night. You see a woman in a very beautiful dress. Kind of has like flowers, or not flower, a kind of flowery design. She has her arm wrapped around a man who appears to be wearing a kind of blue suit, and seems to be walking out of this tavern. And you see the tavern, the name of the tavern, Heaven's Rest, and it has these very fancy curtains. You see these. It has like floor to ceiling like windows, and you see these beautiful chandeliers hanging. But you continue through. This is the lower skytop quarters that you were in. Eventually, you get to a not steep hill, but it'll be a little bit steep hill. And as you go up across it, the road splits like into 2, and you see a cart on the other side descending down the hill. Go up the hill. Another beautiful 2 archways for each side of the road. I hope the music is not too loud. I realize I'm like leaning away from the mic. Sorry about that.
Sounds good to me.
You go
Yeah,
through.
good to me too.
Upper Skytops is not any less and not any more garish. Fountains, gardens, parks, even the benches are nice. And you see a tavern on your right, and it's the name of it, the Trove of Bliss, the tavern that Ionan himself frequently visits. You go past it. I will say it's implied that you were informed of where his house is as well. I realized I forgot to mention that is implied that you know where the house is.
Also
let me
implied.
pull up my map.
Also implied, I had both shapeshifted and disguised myself with his
Yes,
outfit.
everyone at this
Okay.
point. Yes, yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Everyone is just
It's
looking
just Zeph.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Just Zeph. Just walking through.
Just so, hey, what's up?
This is what.
This is where the Pedro Pascal meme gets even better because everybody's like, "Who the fuck is this guy at Ionan's cart?" And I just Pedro Pascal him as I drive by.
But you go by large, large enough homes that they are whole estates, and you see people even as late as even out this late tending to their gardens. And you see it's so sparse. You see only a few Legion Knights. But as soon as you enter the upper sky tops, you see at the far back, where your destination is, you begin to see a rising number of Scorch Knights. They're not doing patrols. They seem to be standing guard. But it is very clear there's like this gradual transition of Legion Knights into Scorch Knights as you get closer to Ionan's home. You walk past a couple of guards, and you hear murmurs, conversations, and you even come across two guards who seem to be kind of gossiping about the Scorched Knights, saying how they've been replacing them, and they've been treating them extremely poorly, and they thought these Scorched Knights would be like brothers, but they've been nothing but antagonistic. But you get to the home. D&D fancy house art. I may have forgot to also look this up.
Okay, we'll cut it out. We'll cut it out.
Yeah, can you edit this out? Amby?
Yeah,
Maybe
I'll
you'll
edit it out.
fix it in post.
Can you cut this out for me?
I suppose Evetta would just take this moment to remark on how beautiful everyone looks. Hopefully everyone remembers their names.
Yes.
Ionan.
I got you, Pablo.
Ionan.
Ionan. You look beautiful, Stella. And you too, Pablo.
Oh, why, thank you. What was it, Callista?
Yes. And you too, Ionan.
That one's a given.
Sep's
Alright.
playing with his like fucking Weasley little mustache that Ionan.
Yeah, you're like, I gotta admit, this is kind of fun. All right. Go down. There we go.
The Honda Civic blends in.
Where?
Oh, it kind of does.
Well,
seem-
yeah.
Oh, it blended, so I didn't even see it. You get up to the front lawn, and you see towards the side, in its own, it has its own separate like building entirely. There is a stable, and you see, you actually see spots for 3 carts. And as you arrive, you hear a someone working in the field who seems to be like tending to like the garden, the front lawn of this estate yell out, "Oh, back so soon, Sir Milburn."
I just sort of give him like a sneer and like a dismissive wave.
Right. Just kind of goes back. As you approach the stables.
This guy would not be nice to his help.
No,
I don't
absolutely
care.
that was the right move. No, he wouldn't. As you approach the stables, you see there are 2 knights that are at the gate of this, just the stables. This is not the house yet. This is just the stables. There are these gates, and you see that the knights sort of move to the center and open the gates. You move the horse, you move the cart in. You usher everyone out. You hear the lights. You see the lights go on in the building, and you see a woman, and kind of an older woman, kind of rush out. And she's like, "Oh, let me get that for you." As she rushes down and tends like the horse and fixes it to the post. You guys are now on the ground. You have now set foot for the first time for most of you on the lawn of Ionan Milben, and also the skytop, the upper skytop.
This woman that's sort of cinching the horses up, does she look like field help specifically, or just like does she just look like a regular, like a maid?
She looks like a regular maid, and looks like she's
Okay.
more specifically. It does seem to be this. She's kind of like the stable master.
Okay. I'm gonna be looking for somebody like nondescript. Like if she looks like she's specifically in the stables, I'm not gonna be like go prepare like something in the house. So I'm just gonna be on the lookout for like
she's
specific
not.
help.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Without I am not paying these people any attention. If I do have to look at any one of them, I'm looking down my nose at them. I am here with my guests, and then in Ionan's voice, I just begin to describe the house to these three that are with me. I'm like, these are the grounds. I think they're lacking. I think I need to improve, upgrade a little bit.
I agree. Your plants are dying.
A little common, a little plebeian. I'll show you the house, and then I'll begin guiding the three of them up the.
Yep. As you approach the house, also gated off, the two knights that are also there manning the gates. As you approach, they begin to. They stand up, they straighten their back, and they move. They both have the spear they're holding in their right hand. They in sync move to the left hand and then throw out their right arm. And kind of in like a T formation while holding onto the spear. And they both say in unison, "Hail the Scorch King!"
Hail the Scorch King.
Hail the Scorch King.
As you do that, they recenter their stance, and they move to the center and open the gates. And they don't seem none the wiser.
Okay. I'm
However,
looking for somebody to open the door for me. I don't open doors. This is my house.
you do... Yeah, and as you do that, a knight follows behind you and moves slightly faster ahead of you. And as he gets ahead of you, as you get to the house, he unlocks the door and opens it for you. And go ahead and make a deception check.
Oh, baby! Don't mind if I
Oh.
do.
That's
Been waiting for this.
That's out of the...
26.
All right.
Advantage, baby.
These knights, by the way, don't have like full-on helmets. They have like an open face helmet. His face does not change at all. There's like no reaction in him. He's completely stone. You don't see him like flinch at all. So
Okay.
seems like you're in the clear.
I would like to thank my dungeon master for letting me get my ASI before we did that.
So you guys are now in the house of Ionan Estate. All the lights are off. The fire, the torches. No torches are on. Immediately what you see before you, you're in like a grand foyer room. You see to your right, you see on your right and your left, a doorway. Sorry. Let me draw this. Thank you so much, Amby.
You're welcome.
There we go. You see two doorways, and you see a doorway here.
All my lights are still out? Is there any help in here?
Yeah, no, it's completely silent on the inside. And you realize, Seth.
Oh, now I know why you thanked me. Okay, I see now.
Seth, you feel a sudden revitalization of arcane energy. You don't think you think you can cast spells in here.
Huh.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh, there goes Zara.
Oh, my bad.
Oh,
She just escapes.
Callista.
Without a runner.
We got a rudder.
But yeah, you're like, I don't feel restricted.
Is there any furniture in this main hall?
Sure. There is kind of like a. Sorry, I said that in a really condescending way.
No,
Sorry.
you're good.
This grand foyer has a just some couches and a large table in the center. You do see at the bottom of the stairs. So this thing right here, these are stairs. These are stairs that lead up, and then they connect, and then they lead onto like these wings. Underneath the stair, there is like a fireplace.
Okay.
You just see a fancy fireplace, and you do see, not at all subtle, a admittedly, beautiful stone carving of a dragon in flight above the fireplace.
No guards in here either. You said it was completely empty. No.
It sounds like. Go ahead and make a perception check. And everyone who wants to also listen for guards, go ahead and make a perception check.
You know
I'll
what?
also make one.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right.
nope.
My perception's about to go crazy. What even is my?
Whoa!
Oh my
What?
god.
Got a dirty 20.
Oh my god. I rolled a nat 1, but guys, good luck because with my bonus it becomes a 0.
Wow.
What a
Alright.
bonus.
So, even though you're on with dark vision, Dag.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not really seeing. I'm seeing a whole
So
lot of
what'd you get,
nothing.
Seth?
Oh, I got a 9. I'm way too
9?
invested
Okay.
in
Evetta?
A dirty 20.
30-20, and Zara?
1.
Okay,
Nat
so
one.
imagine.
Oh.
So, none of you, except for Evetta, you do hear shuffling of movement. Seems to be downstairs.
Can I use my divine sense?
Okay. And real quick, what does divine sense stand for again? Is it just undead, or is it like good and evil?
Good and
It's-
evil.
Undead,
evil? Okay.
celestials, fiends, and
Fiends,
something
okay.
else, I think.
A good and evil?
No, I think it's just celestials, fiends, and undead. Right?
Okay.
What does it say?
Okay. Well, it says as an action, you can detect good and evil until the end of your next turn. You can sense anything affected by the hollow spell or known location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet.
Okay, it is just those 3.
Okay,
Mm,
then, yeah,
okay.
so 3 and then good
Oh.
and evil. Okay. Okay. You fire it, and you see there are these look like to be armor racks that are holding a sword in their hand. There are 4 in total. There's 2 on both sides of the room. Zara, they both ping and they light up with orange.
Fraction.
There's one right here, one here.
Oh wait.
Here, let me just
Get the horsies out. We need to see them.
Oh my god.
I'm
Evetta's like,
more
I think I hear
civilized
someone
this
down
time.
there.
Stop.
There's something moving down here.
Stop.
Stop? Oh, what? What happened?
Welcome to my home. Seth is staying in character, and he's... Actually, wait. I have magic. I cast a message towards you. You're my
okay,
guest.
okay, there we go.
You're my guest. Act like it.
Oh, they're in front of the doors.
Oh, okay.
No,
Fraction.
they're not exactly in front of the doors.
Oh.
They haven't seemed to, but they both light up. Zara, have you told anyone?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Seth, like, just right. Or, I mean, Ionan.
Armin?
Armin.
Attack on Titan?
Yo.
Ayo.
Yo, Seth puts his hands. Oh, spoilers if no one watched it or read it.
Anyway.
I'm just gonna whisper to the one closest to me, which in this lineup looks like Ionan.
Sure.
I'll be like, bro, he's orange. What does orange mean? Meta one.
It just means that it pinged.
Mm.
You just know that these are some.
There's something, bro.
I'll say again out loud in Ionan's voice, pay them no mind. And I'll walk over to the fireplace, and I'm going to mimic what the guards did with the torches with produce flame, but I'm going to do it with firebolt, and I'm going to light the fire with magic. so
Okay.
that it looks like I'm doing sort of like how they did it.
Okay. You fire a firebolt at the fireplace, and as soon as it lights up, it bursts into flames, like a mini explosion. You see the corners of the grand foyer kind of glow for a second as like this ring moves around. You see one line of fire traverse up the wall into the ceiling, and hanging there's like a large like dragon mouth, and it goes into the dragon, and you see the eyes of like this dragon, the ceiling dragon lamp light up, and it begin to like breathe fire. In the center of the room, another kind of dragon lamp. There's like this contraption door that moves aside, and this dragon lamp moves up through the. I almost said through the ground, not through the ground. It essentially rises up, and it looks like a really good depiction of the Scorch King, in stone. It lights up entirely, and the entire room is just now lit. It's quite the dramatic display.
And to contrast the dramatics of that, I turn around and go, "Welcome to my humble home."
And as you say that,
Interesting decor.
when the fire traveled around the corners of the room, they all lit and ignited.
Oh shoot!
Ignited
Bring it back.
Huh?
I use magic, and now my nose is bleeding.
Oh no. Okay, yep, get that cleaned up.
All the armor ignited. The trims of the armor begin to glow a little bit with fire, and you see these eyes kind of appear on the armor, and then like where like the helmet is, these eyes appear and then kind of like fade out.
Okay. Can I see if I can I try and tell what these suits of armor are? Like, Zara pointed them out to me. They clearly appear to be some sort of magic. Can I see if I know what they are?
Go ahead and make actually make an Arcana check.
Arcana?
An arcana check?
It'd be a 15.
15. So these look like just regular animated armor.
Okay.
However, they seem to have a touch of a touch of hell placed upon them.
Okay.
You see that there are these etchings on the sword.
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of doing like this undulating orange glow.
Ooh. All right. So yeah, still staying in character. Follow me.
You do
Nope.
can I say you do can. You do also you can see that there is an arcane enchantment written on them. They seem to actually have a command word.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that is, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
follow.
Yeah, I'll head through this door number 1.
And we follow.
All right.
Dag's bleeding. I'll carry him. No, I can't.
Door number 1. It is not that crazy. It just seems to be a kind of small kitchen.
Okay.
You look around. A man likes his dragons.
He's got a really strong sense of interior decoration.
It's like, you know how sometimes when you're a kid, you might make one thing your entire personality for a second. Like the stereotype is like dinosaurs or trains or something like that. That's kind of, it's almost childish in a weird way.
He's in his Scorch King phase. Just let him figure it out.
Yep.
For me, it was Thomas the Tank Engine. For him, it's seeing the world turn to cinder. Everybody goes through it.
Same, it's basically the same thing.
All right, so yeah, it just looks like a normal kitchen, regular appointments.
Looks like a normal kitchen.
Okay. How are we feeling about petty theft? We got a mission. But to make Seth is not unconvinced that somebody is watching, so I'm going to act like I meant to come in here. I'm gonna grab a bottle of wine. Presumably, he has a cabinet in this room, that has like an actual wine cabinet, not just like a regular ass cabinet. Yeah, glasses. I'll pour everyone. Just looking. If you look like you're supposed to be someplace, nobody's gonna ask you any questions. So I'm gonna pour everybody a glass of wine.
By the way, as you open the wine cabinet, there's not that much wine. You do see a lot more liquor and whiskey.
Whiskey. Give me some Fireball.
I was gonna 100% say, there's like an equivalent of Fireball. Yeah, in his cabinet.
Never mind. Retconned. I grab that. I pour everybody a tumbler of Fireball. because I feel like that. One, that's what I drank straight. But two, I also feel like that's what Ionan would go for. This man's in love with red dragons. I'm getting the whiskey.
The edgelord, I see.
Hey. No, this actually works. This actually works perfectly with the whole he's kind of childish, because Fireball is the thing you drink when you're it's the go-to first whiskey that you try. But yeah, I'll pour everybody that and
Great.
follow me, and then I'll head back out the way we came.
All right.
Really wish I had a fucking sense for the interiority of this place.
Yeah, I mean, you do see these two are just doorways. They don't actually. Oh, that is not my ping. These two don't even have doors. They're just straight up open doorways. You see in here what looks like to be a dining room, and then in here it looks like it expands. But you do see displays on the wall. You see some weapons and some armor over here.
But I think that's a trophy room.
Trophy room or armor or collect. Yeah.
Perfect.
But you do see a dining table in here, and you're like,
Yeah, no, continuing. I guess, we just poured ourselves some Fireball. I'm showing my fancy friends my fancy house. I'm a pompous piece of shit. Let's go into my trophy room.
Great.
Okay.
all right.
Show us your accomplishments.
You see.
I don't have a house big enough for all of them yet.
You see right in the center. It's so hard. Okay, no, I'll just grab that last. You see along the walls are racks. They look just like the ones in I'm thinking of the weapon racks in in Skyrim.
Oh yeah.
They look basically like that. You see separate racks that are on the wall that each hold only one weapon, and then you do see at the end of the room over here there is several glass displays that each have some kind of jewelry. They're all displayed very neatly, all on this velvet cushion. You see, so all the weapons are along this wall. Along here is the jewelry. Along this wall, there is 3 armor stands, and it's this. One of them is this red, kind of heavy armor steel.
Mm-hmm.
The steel heavy armor, red color palette with black trims, and the helmet has these dragon horns. Another piece of armor is a more robe that has a flame motif. There are these flames that the bottom of the robe that rise up. It has a red base. It has these kind of fancy pauldrons, kind of like the ones in Avatar: The Last Airbender, the ones the Fire Lords would use.
Yeah.
And you see it for the headstand. It also comes this hairpin. I just stole from Avatar: The Last Airbender. And the other, the last armor rack, You don't see a piece of armor, rather you see like these two great shields. Big shields. They're kind of like curvy. I'm thinking just like the ones the Red Mane Knights use in Elden Ring, like the kind of curvy like great shield. Kind of looks like kind of looks like a tooth. Then the other one is just a more standard like round great shield, again made with beautiful metal and splashed in red or orange or yellow. Then on this wall, the wall that Evetta's on, you see a massive floor to ceiling covering the entire wall up to the door, a kind of stone mural. And it basically looks like one of those prophecy kind of carvings. You see at the center a dragon breathing high up into the air. The flame, the breath is so high, the fire is so high it covers the sun. You see clouds parting away, and you see along the background behind the dragon, ruins, civilization destroyed, toppled towers, and you see all along the bottom are people bowing to the dragon.
Oh.
And you see the dragon, its tail curved around a mountain of gold. It could not be any less clear on what it's depicting. It's yeah.
As you can see, this is the future we're fighting for. And I take a sip of my whiskey.
Yeah, it's Fireball.
Hell yeah, brother! Know a thing or two about my Fireball. I was that edgelord.
I was that guy.
Look, it's like 38% and it's really cheap. Don't judge me. It just be like that. All right, but there's nothing else in here. This is just okay. As much as I want to just start picking stuff apart, I am not at the point where I'm ready to just start yanking stuff yet.
Yeah, still kind of scoping out the area.
Like this is also like what we're looking for, presumably. Like we're probably looking for something hidden, unless he's so up his own ass that he thinks people like nobody would even get this far. So why would he need to hide anything? Okay, we're not actually saying this out loud. This is all meta talk.
Right.
I'm just thinking
paranoid.
like
Yeah, he is very paranoid.
Yeah, he's very paranoid, but is he yeah. So he probably does have some stuff hidden, but it probably wouldn't be in this like very first room. This is the room that you do exactly what I just did. You take all your guests into be like, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you wouldn't
Television.
Yeah, you wouldn't hide anything in here. So I think Seph's gonna just continue, again, keeping up this charade of, where I'm just showing off my house to these people. So the other one looked like a dining room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we really
There are
need
the
to go
stairs.
in.
Yeah, these are the stairs.
So yeah, stairs. One's up, one's down, or is it just up?
They both go. I mean, they both more or less go like the same direction.
Is
You
that
can go
direction?
up or down on either.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, down's probably where we find what we want. Up probably just gives us a better idea of the house proper. So let's go up first and just cover our bases.
I see. They both go. I see. I completely. I'm an idiot. They both go up.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Oh.
It's just a one way, unfortunately.
Got it. That's fair.
I thought
Yeah.
like you could only go up on this stair, and then while you're on the top floor, you can only go down on
Yeah, dude, he's so
on the other
pompous.
stair.
He has an escalator in the world.
Yeah, right?
But okay, you guys go up, and you see two doors. There is this door, and then this door. There actually is a third door. It's a third door right here, and Zara, there is a kind of hanging chain right above you that's within arm's reach. It has like a little tassel at the end of it, and you're like, oh.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
I'll show you what that does later.
Oh.
No idea what
I
that
forgot
means.
I forgot to move these to the. I'm gonna just move these lines. I have to put them on the map layer. I'm too lazy now.
What's behind door on the left?
All right. Behind door on the left is seems to be a bedroom, the master bedroom. A large bedroom. That's not that large. Oh yeah, big bedroom.
Damn. It's bigger than the kitchen.
You know I got the ensuite
And-
path.
You see a door
Nobody
right about
wait.
here.
Okay. I say nobody go past me yet. Once I see it's a bedroom, I stop. Because it's
You
weird
see a
if I
door-
invite all my
yeah.
friends into the bedroom.
Oh, you're right.
You see it's a floor to ceiling. You see floor to ceiling windows all across the wall that end door is, and you see what essentially appears to be like a balcony.
Oh, okay. That's a weird shaped house.
I may or may not did not plan this.
Fair.
Actually, you do see the balcony is more looks like this, with kind of a hole in the center here.
Got it.
It's like a hole right there. And there's like guardrails around it, and you see that other balcony is what connects, or that this door over here is what connects to the balcony. And again, you will see another room that also has floor-to-ceiling windows. No, it doesn't.
You okay?
Okay. Word?
I will. I mean, I guess you do see the other shape of the room that you didn't go in.
Got it. Okay.
You know what's inside of it. You just see the shape.
Real quick, just immediately taking in the room again. I stop once Seth realizes that it's a bedroom, and he's like, "All right, I can't just bring all my guests into my bedroom unless Ionan's that kind of dude. In which case, we'll figure that out when we get there." Is there anything furniture-wise, like what stands out in the room? Obviously, like bed is.
You got the bed, standard desks, large mirror with like a large mirror with like a desk. You do see, and immediately catches your eye. There is a large square carpet in the center.
That carpet do. I will say to the party in Ionan's voice. I will direct you guys to this door right here, and I'll say, enjoy yourselves on the balcony for a moment. I will join you shortly. And then I'll close the bedroom door behind me.
Okay. There are curtains for the floor-to-ceiling windows as well.
Yeah.
There are curtains.
I won't draw them, but yeah, just to give the idea that to anybody who's watching, that Ionan's like, I'm gonna nip away in here really fast, go entertain yourselves, I'll be right out. And then I will draw the curtain, and then I want to... You said that like the carpet like got my attention? Yeah, I guess I'll look at that first. So yeah, draw the curtain, look at the carpet.
Do you look at it or do you step on it?
Oh, I just look at it. I'm not touching anything until I'm certain it's not going to explode on me.
David, I'm sorry. One moment. David, is that you playing all that loud music in the back?
Oh yeah. So like Lena and Cece are like karaokeing right now.
Oh shoot. Are
That's
you
not,
able to kind of mute-ish?
I gotcha.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Carpet.
So yeah, I just want to
is
investigate it. Just look at it.
Surprisingly, this carpet does not have. You know what? Surprisingly, there's not that much dragon decor in his bedroom. There is some little like statues here and there. You see like the head of a dragon kind of resting on, not like an actual head, like a stone carved head of a dragon kind of resting on one of his desks. You see papers all around that on that desk. Writing utensils. And on the carpet, it's kind of just a standard, it's like a square carpet, and the pattern is kind of it changes from red and orange until it gets to the center.
Okay.
Just swapping back and forth.
And there's nothing on the carpets pardon me.
No.
Just in the dead center of the room.
Yeah, there's nothing on the carpet.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's like in front of the bed, but nothing
Okay.
on. There's nothing on the carpet.
Gotcha. Sorry, I also got the burpees. So I'm gonna come back to the carpet in a second. I'm gonna go through his desks first. I'm looking for documents.
Okay. You go through all of the clothes-related desks first. You gotta get those out the way. You see other desks that have all these other,
Yeah.
just random miscellaneous paraphernalia. But you get to the writing desk, and it has about like 6 drawers, and then the actual desk itself, and then shelves on top of the desk for putting your quill and your ink and other things you need. You see right on the paper, right on top, there is a kind of what looks like to be letter that was folded, and then Ionan kind of unfolded it and just kind of left it there. It's on top of all the other papers.
Yeah, what'd that do?
You look at it and you read it, and it doesn't say who it's from. It just says, to I am. And it basically details that they are having trouble. They are constantly being thwarted by remnants of mountain riders, attacking posts and disrupting rituals. They basically is requesting that they need more troops, which in turn leads to meaning that they need more funding.
Got it.
He says that the ritual has, if it continues like this, the ritual will not be complete until another month. But if we can eradicate these foolish barbarians, then it can take them. They'll be able to complete the ritual and open the rift in just 2 weeks.
Got it. I pocket that one. And then I'm just gonna continue going through. I'm not stopping and reading everything. Honestly, am I probably just throwing everything into my bag at this point if it's a paper? It might be the fastest way to do it. Like, just grab a stack, throw it in my bag, and just sort it out later. I'll go through each of the drawers and see if I can notice any like specific filing system. Like, I don't want to grab his fucking taxes. Like, unless it's like, oh, this is, all of my embezzlement paperwork. Like,
right. No.
I'm just.
What you do actually find what appears to be a forged letter indicating that the headmaster of the high echelon has allocated about 1,000 platinum in Milbin's name. And you look at the paper and other papers. I mean, it looks like his handwriting. There are spots here and there where it's not. He looks like he was trying to imitate the writing of this headmaster. However, it does not seem like he was very good at that.
Got it. Okay.
However, it also seems like no one else is good at that because clearly he's been able to get away with 20,000 platinum.
Got it. Okay.
So you find like a forged letter. You also find several letters where he explicitly states, where the letter clearly implies that he is working with the Scorched King.
Got it. Okay.
Various wording of yes. Here's X amount. Use this to enlarge in the army for the Scorched King. Or it's very clear like this is the wording. You can't like lie out of this if this is presented.
Yeah.
Like, it's very clearly implicating him.
Okay. Grab those. Are there any like bank statements as well?
There are tons of there's actually, you open a drawer and it's just bank statements.
Perfect. At this point, like I grab I will set aside the few that I've like managed to kind of read through and get the gist of, like the the forgery note, and the one about the mountain riders. Like those, like the 3 that you like specifically indicated, those I'll keep separate, like in a pocket or something. All of the other ones, I just open my bag and I just fill it with letters. Like, yeah, we're gonna sort this later. The Underunners have the manpower. I'm just gonna give them this guy's like desk, and then we'll figure it out. So yeah, I'm gonna spend like, I don't want to leave the group out there on their own for too long, so I'm gonna spend like maximum 5 minutes. But I feel like if it's just papers, like I'm gonna just try and clear as much of the papers out as I can.
Okay.
Yeah, is there anything of worth noting out here on the balcony?
It's very beautiful. The night sky. You know what? To contrast this real quick. Ah, shoot.
You know, when the moon hits your
It's your
eye,
eye.
like,
Like
a
a
big,
big-
like a big, I'm talking big pizza pie. That's amore.
I swear I have the song. Did I seriously never add it? Oh, I deleted it.
Nope.
Nope.
Well, you do see that it is the night sky is extremely beautiful. You have never gotten a good view of it. You're almost looking now like down on Daeston as a whole, and it's the arcane statue, the arcane nullifier. If it weren't for what everything meant, it is very beautiful. You see the entire, you can have like a view almost the entire city here. If it weren't for the fact that that statue is nullifying all magic, it is fine. It is a very fine display of the silver light. You see lights of homes fading in and out. You can see people moving around, you know, doing their life, just going about their life, doing their daily duties. You can see even this late, you do see some people in the marketplace, and you see like these tiny black figures like meet and then kind of mingle and then they like separate. You see human interaction with others. Sorry, I meant that as in like you're seeing like people just interacting.
Right. Yeah.
It's very.
Evetta does feel rather like bittersweet feelings about this whole thing, because deep down inside, she's really proud of Daeston and how it has advanced over the years. But at the same time,
But recent changes seem to be really trying to.
yeah, recent changes have been kind of dulling that feeling. And the fact that she just has so few of her own friends left.
Yes. Dag,
There you go.
as you're just chilling there, you see that chain kind of hanging.
But did Dag not go out with everybody else?
Well, it's still showing Dag still in here.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dag's been
You didn't know?
dilly-dallying.
You're just kind of walking along this top floor,
Yeah.
and you see this chain kind of dangling, this kind of tassel at the end.
Can Dag pull it or something?
Ain't that a little short?
Well, what's the scenario?
You walk over to it, and you kind of reach up, and it's a little just out of your reach, but you think if you jump you can grab it.
Oh no, not jumping again. Dag's gonna jump up and attempt to grab this,
so-
chain.
Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Oh my
See if
God.
you could jump up
No-
high enough and then
There's
grab
no
it and
way
pull
I
down.
fail this. Right, Dice? Oh my God.
Succeeding
24.
and pulling it might be worse.
24.
Yeah.
Wow.
You grab it
Oh,
and you pull it down, and for a second you start hanging like a couple inches off the ground as you hear this voice kind of yell out Vela, and then it just reverberates the entire grand foyer. You see
Oh,
two.
do we all see? Do we all hear that?
You all hear it. You all hear it. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no! What's that?
So I assume everyone runs back to the grand foyer very quickly.
Yeah.
Yes.
You just see Dag dangling like.
Yeah, you guys see Dag dangling off the ground like a couple inches, just holding onto the chain. You all see 4 lines of fire go reach into the backs of the animated armors, and you see they all enter the animated armor, and the fire within them just surges, and you see them begin to shake. One by one, you all see them pull out their swords. You all,
Dad, what'd you do?
as this fire is bellowing from their chest, you see them all suddenly uproot themselves. They're beginning to take footsteps. They all kind of move into the center, and you can see as they're all just kind of shaking. They all take their swords and they enter it. They all swallow like their swords a little bit, and when they pull it out, all their swords are like now on fire. And you can see they're like just shaking, like they're like like shaking. They all turn
Basically,
to you.
that one boss in Dark Souls. Oh my god.
When
They all
the thing
turn
got
to you,
pulled,
and you. Yeah, I'll just say real quick. They all turn to you,
yeah.
and you see these fiery eyes glow. You can. What do you want to do, Squid?
The word that the voice said when the thing was pulled, Valar. Do I recognize that word?
You do not.
Huh. You telling me this guy didn't make it say draconic? Fuck this guy.
You go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Oh, big brain one time. Ooh. I don't know what my modifier is. Steph's not as smart as he thinks he is. 17.
You all. So, unfortunately,
Dag died.
David has to leave.
Oh. Okay.
So he fucking pulls
but
this thing, fucks
we'll-
us, and then leaves.
We're still gonna go to 11, just us.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Unless he's just like required that he has to be there. So a little bit of it you think is draconic. There's like the root of
Okay.
it sounds a little bit draconic. You wager it's ancient, like old draconic though.
Got it.
Like old. What? Well, the draconic that dragons would probably speak.
Yeah.
They all begin to look at you before they all raise their swords and begin stepping your direction. I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh no! Oh no!
Also, Zara, you're down here. This is
No,
not-
it's just because I didn't want to be over Evetta.
Okay,
Well-
let's like situate ourselves.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ooh.
shoot,
I gotta
where's
hold
my-
on. I gotta pull
Shoot.
up his. So I will pilot Dag. Okay, what can Dag do? I think I have an idea. Oh my god.
Please, no.
Oh, go ahead and say, Ryder. I got a 2.
Okay.
I got 13.
I gotta roll for initiative for all the. Let's be a jerk. Let's be mean. Let's make them all roll separate initiatives.
The only person that's mean to is yourself.
Oh, you think so? You think? So 25 to 20.
21.
Nice.
Okay.
Let me roll for
Is-
Dag real quick. I'll do that last. Well, what'd you get?
13.
13.
Okay, buddy.
All right. Seth, it is your turn.
I
It is
shoot
your go.
myself in the face. I look at Dag like I want to throw him in the middle of the 4 of these things and walk away. And then I look back at the suits of armor, I sigh, I take a sip from my whiskey, and I say, and I think you can see that my defense mechanisms are quite impressive as well. And then I will walk over and calmly pull the pull cord again, praying to myself in my head the entire time that I do this. Can we say, would that be a full action or like an interact with an item or a bonus action in case I need to also...
We'll say to do that whole thing was
fair.
An action.
Okay.
All right. You do so, and you pull, you let go. You didn't hear another voice, and the animated armor don't seem to be any less animated.
Throw Dag. No, I say, I call out Indraconic to this of armor, and I say, cease, Indraconic, in Ionan's voice.
You say cease?
Mm-hmm.
They're still... They don't seem to react at all.
Well, I'm Ionan, you guys are fucked.
Great.
I... Literally the first thing I said when we got in here is nobody touch anything. So yeah, that's my turn. I don't know. You guys have to fight these now. I say cease, they don't move. I go, huh, and then I lean up against the wall and I go to take a sip of my glass because I feel confident they're not going to attack me.
It's now the animated armor's turns. It's one of their turns. This one walks towards the stairs. And he gets spotted here, Seth. As you're leaning against the wall, it raises its blade as it's kind of like facing Zara, and then turns and shifts towards you and takes a swing.
That's unfortunate.
Oh.
That is a 22.
That's a hit.
And then a 17.
17 does not hit.
Okay. So that is 5 points of bludgeoning, 5 points of slashing damage and 1 point of fire damage.
Oh, only one? Okay, cool.
That ends that animated armor's turn. This armor turn, animated armor tower, runs up and attacks Dag. He's gonna make 2 attacks. What the heck is Dag's AC? That's a 23 though. I'm gonna assume that hits. 16, okay. 23 hits. That does not hit. So Dag is raging because he's a big noob.
Big noob.
5-9. Dag takes 9 points of damage. All right, Zara, it is your turn.
Wait, yeah, yay. I am going to... Oh, I forgot I had that. I am going to attack.
Okay.
Number
Which
2.
one? All right, go ahead and roll for attack.
And I'm going to attack. Please! Oh my god, a 15.
15 misses, fortunately.
What the scallop? Hold up. Wait, I get the second thing now, right? Because I'm level. I saw that.
You attack, homie.
Okay, 2 attack. Oh, hold up. Maybe my other die. Okay. It's 14.
14 also misses.
God bless.
God. That's the end of my turn.
All right, that's the end of your turn. All right, it is Dag's turn. He's going to rage. I see a big gator tail form. He's gonna attack the one right in front of him. What's his thing? Okay, that misses. That hits. All right. You all see as Dag takes his axe and he misses the first swing. The animated armor dodging out the way, and he brings the axe back and he hits it right in the chest. And as soon as he hits it right in the chest, the animated armor just like crumbles and turns back into armor and just falls down the stairs, making a loud clanking noise.
Oh.
Well, that animated armor is dead.
Oh shit! All right, go Dag.
Oh, wow.
Oh hey, at least he can fix his mistakes.
It is now this animated armor's turn. It runs up to Seth, and I'll take a swing at Seth. That is a 6.
No.
And then a 16.
No.
All right. You dodge out the way, kind of cramped as is with this other animated armor blocking you in, and you're like, man, this is... why are they attacking me? Evetta, it's your turn.
All right, so let's see. I'll do like a slight bit of RP here. Ivetta's going to pull out a little necklace that she had been keeping on herself for, she'd been hiding from the entire party this whole time. And she pulls it out, and, like, she holds it close to her and says, "Please forgive me, Faressa." And she clutches it tightly, says, "Silverlight, please find it within your heart to forgive me, to forgive your followers who are unwittingly aligning themselves with this lunatic to deliver this fake justice onto your own creations." She casts aid on everyone.
Oh hey, I was gonna do that on my turn. Let's go.
All right.
All right,
At
that
what
changes
level?
what I'll do then.
First,
Just a
wait,
second?
no, it's a second. Sorry, yeah, it's a second
Okay.
level.
Alrighty. Everyone.
Cast aid.
Yep, everyone increase your max and current hit points by 5.
Let's go.
So that was your action. So everybody.
Yeah, that was my action. For my bonus action, I want to cast Sanctuary onto Zara.
What spell is Sanctuary? Is it what level is
First.
it? You
It's
can't
a
cast
first
it.
level. Oh, I can't?
You can't.
Yeah, you can
cast-
only do a cantrip and a leveled spell. You can't do 2 leveled spells.
You can't do
Oh,
2 leveled
I did not
spells.
know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Backing up. Yeah, I don't have anything else since I couldn't pull out my cannon. Right, that's it. Oh, I will move.
Pull out my cannon.
All right. It is now this animated armor's turn. It's gonna run up and try and hit Dag. As a miss. As another miss. Dag, ting ting. All right, Seth, back to you.
All right. All right. Honestly, this is the first time I've been able to cast like some of Seth's higher level spells, and I'm just like as annoyed as Seth is, I'm having a great time. I get to use my magic, guys. Okay, I'm gonna cast Bless, and I'm going to target. I'm just gonna target Zara, Dag, and Evetta. I'm gonna give them all Bless. And then with my Voice of Authority feature, I'm going to allow Zara to make a opportunity attack on the armor that's in between the two of us.
Okay. So
What does Bless do exactly?
It is going to give you a D4, which you can roll for up to a minute as long as I have concentration. And you can add it to
okay.
an attack or any saving throw.
yes.
Okay.
Go ahead and if you want to, that uses her reaction, right?
Yes, yeah, it'll use her
Yes,
reaction.
Okay. Just making sure. So go ahead and make the attack if you want, Zara.
It's just a normal attack. Okay.
Yes. So I believe you do not get to apply the 2 attacks. This is just
No,
a-
she doesn't
just
get to
one
apply
attack.
the 2 attacks, but she can apply the blessed die. Too.
Yeah, you can use the bless. Yeah.
A
And the bless isn't like a one-time thing. It's as
No,
long
it's
as
as long as I maintain
Seth is-
concentration.
yeah.
Yeah.
As long as Seth is concentrating on that, you can add a D4 to any attack or saving throw. So, what'd you get?
3 plus 6. A 9.
Let's go, gamer. I should have used Dag. Did I say
that
that?
Yeah, that misses.
Vibes.
This guy doesn't like me today.
Yeah, no, I sip my whiskey. That's my turn.
All right. The animated armor is gonna go. It's going to pivot over. Animated armor 2 is gonna go. It's gonna pivot over to Zara and try to hit her. That is a 13 and a 21.
Oh! 21 hits.
Okay. Ay, ay, ay.
Fraction.
That is 3 points of slashing damage and 2 points of fire damage.
3 and 2?
So
Okay.
5 points. Yeah, 5 points of damage total. Just kind of after it hits you, just kind of just shaking violently, the warmth eating away. Zara, your turn.
Gonna attack again.
Go for it.
Please die. Oh. 21.
There we go.
And when it hits, as you slice it across the chest, it again just folds in on that area, and the fire immediately extinguishes, and the armor just kind of splats
Sorry,
against the wall.
what does it do again?
It
What was
just-
that noise? Oh, okay.
Oh. I
You
step
have your
up.
second attack.
Yeah, I step
So-
up. Wait, I don't even need to step up anyways.
Please do,
Well,
please
you
do,
did
please do,
anyways.
please do.
Oh yeah, I got
Please
you,
do,
I got
please
you,
do,
I
please
got
do,
you, I
please
got
do.
you, I got you, Tim, I got you.
My dog.
Fucking. Ooh, my bad. Freaking freaks. 10.
10 misses.
Oh.
Coming from the kind of you go to swing, but you step on one like the boots of the other animated armor, and you're like, and you lose your footing and swing wide, almost hitting Seth.
Oh. I didn't though.
It is Dag's turn. Oh,
It's
sorry. Dag is going to try and hit this other armor, and he's going to make it reckless. That's a natural 20.
Woo!
Oh.
And he just brings his
Damn,
after
Dag.
smashing the other armor, it ignites his blade a little bit. He swings it over his head and just slams this other armor with an overhead attack. Evetta, you see like the flame trailing his axe. It just caves in the enemy armor's head, and once again, the armor just
Nice.
use the armor
Wow.
just all over the floor. The other animated armor 1 is gonna go now. He's gonna try and hit you, Zara.
Okay.
That is a 12 and a 7.
No. Wait. That's my AC. 12 and a 7, 19?
No, two
No,
separate
those are
attacks.
2 separate attacks.
Oh, okay, never mind. They don't hit.
About to say, I was like, you only have an AC of 12 as a paladin?
No.
Zara's running around in like her underclothes. Apparently.
Yeah, I was like, you have
Only way-
chainmail and like a +1 shield. That should already be over 12.
I'm just keeping you
Oh.
on your toes.
Yeah, sure. You block both attacks successfully. Evetta, your turn.
Vera pulls out this small bottle that contains ice
Okay.
inside of it and tosses it at this guy here. Of course, he's the only one. I cast Ray of Frost.
All right.
Oh, shoot. Where'd it go?
Go ahead.
Oh,
Oh my god. Oh my god, it fell. Hang on.
Yeah, go ahead and make a ranged
dirty-
attack.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dirty.
what's-
Oh, I didn't
yeah.
even roll the. It doesn't matter. I got a dirty 20.
20. That hits. You throw the a bottle of. Well, it doesn't even take a material. So that's just flavor at this point. You take the
Oh,
bottle
okay.
of ice and you throw it, and it kind of starts as it approaches the animated armor, starts spinning mid-air and starts floating and just spins rapidly before firing this streak of coldness, of this rhyme ray, just blasts and completely and as it hits the animated armor, the armor immediately begins to fold, but the ray of frost immediately coats it in ice, jagged ice shards sticking out, and it just kind of freezes in place of the impact, but is dead, and kind of just stands there
Oh.
before leaning backwards, and then just shattering against the ground.
Goodness.
So you guys
I
are out
walk-
of initiative.
I walk up to Dag. And I just like I get down to his like level face to face, and I'm like, "Do not do that again." And I like say it in like my voice, but like in a whisper, and then I lean back up against the wall, like one arm like on the there's like a banister right here. I'm imagining by these stairs that like looks down to the first floor. I like lean up with one arm up on the banister, take a sip of my whiskey with the other one. I do say, Pablo, you were right. The craftsmanship of that animated armor was less than adequate. I'll need to replace it. And then I take another sip of my whiskey.
Okay, so hold it meta-wise. What race is Ionan again?
Human.
Is he not
Human.
a dwarf?
Human.
Oh, I changed it. Okay.
Wait, was he a dwarf?
Was he a dwarf? Oh.
You described him in a previous VOD that he was a dwarf. So
Ah.
I went to
Oh.
retcon that. That's all right.
Interesting.
Right.
I
Oh yeah,
honestly-
he is a dwarf.
I don't know. Oh man.
My bad.
I don't know when I switched that in my head. Oh
you're
shoot.
good.
I had him as human this entire time. Crap.
Oh, well, that's okay. We'll just say, oh, no, he's human.
No, I mean it's whatever works best.
I mean-
I also had dwarf written down, and I was like, oh fuck. I just
Well,
didn't
if you
go
both
back
have
to
written it,
double check.
let's just. I mean, I don't think there's been any difference. I don't think there's been any major differences. Maybe. Yeah, no, not really. So we could just say.
Dag
yeah,
probably wouldn't have needed to
dwarf,
jump
dwarf.
up to pull the cord if I owned a dwarf. I'm guessing. If the
Yeah.
idea is that he can reach it. Listen, is there a step stool nearby?
Ah, there we go.
Dag missed the step stool. Classic blunder.
No, we'll say he was a. Yeah, he was a dwarf.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll
So
say
I don't
Dag
even
still
need
had
to get
jump.
down to his level. I'm already
Yeah,
at his
yeah.
level. And then yeah, I lean up against the banister and I am waiting and I am listening for guards to approach. And I am like, I'm pontificating out to like my friends and like, yes, well, they clearly weren't a very good make, and I believe that the armor quality was dull, and that we can probably do with better shipments of minerals. And I'm just like spewing something that sounds natural for whenever somebody enters the room, and I'm
While
waiting
we-
for somebody.
We wait. Wait, how
Go
long is an divine sense? If divine sense,
What?
I'm gonna use divine sense. If I like
Okay.
hear any like approaching footsteps.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check, Seth.
13.
You don't hear anything.
Okay.
Silent of the night. And it fills the air again. This tension, waiting for something to happen.
Does anybody else hear anything?
Oh, I didn't roll, but I can roll. If you'd like me to.
Anyone else wants to make a perception check? Go ahead.
Nope. Evetta did not hear. She got a nat 1.
Oh, nice.
All right.
But it's like, oh my god.
8.
8.
Yep.
Okay.
None of you hear anything.
Okay.
Except in this extreme silence. Oh, I don't. Never mind.
I'm gonna give it like another like. Actually, pertinent question: how long has it been since we set out in the cart?
It's been roughly. It's been.
There we go.
Oh, no. 1 week.
It's been roughly 40 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stand here and I'm gonna pontificate at my friends for like another 5 minutes, just drinking. I'm gonna do it until I finish my whiskey, and just
Okay.
wait. And if nobody enters after that, then we'll go back to what we were doing. But Seth's gonna give it a good 5 minutes while he like finishes his whiskey.
Yeah, nothing. Well,
Okay.
you wait, and nothing happens.
All right. I will walk over to Evetta. I'll take her still full whiskey glass and I'll give her my empty one.
Oh, you're welcome.
Well, as we were, I suppose. Entertain yourselves on the balcony, and I'll join you in a moment. I have one thing I need to finish in my office, and then I'll show you the rest of the grounds. And I'll
Understood.
head back into Ionan's room.
Well,
Dad, please come out here.
Yeah, I look at Zara and Evetta, and I look at Dag, and I message Evetta, and I'm like, he's not to leave your sight.
He is on childcare duty.
Get the child
Promise.
leash. Get the little kid harness.
All right, well, you head back
So,
into
Dag,
the
have you
master
ever
bedroom.
seen a city this beautiful? I can't control Dag. I forgot.
You head back in the room.
Yeah. So I basically I cleaned the desk out more or less, right? It sounded like I got
there's,
like
pretty much
basically.
nothing there.
All right, cool. Then I'm gonna go over. Does he has to have like a paperweight, like a trinket or something on his desk, something that has like a little bit of weight to it, but not like super heavy.
Okay, sure.
I'm gonna grab something of that description, and I'm going to, from like the corner of the room, toss it onto the rug in the center.
Okay. You toss it into the rug. Where do you toss it? On the rug.
I try to aim for like the center of. You said there's like a pattern on it.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
no
the patterns. It's
dragons.
an alternating color.
Okay, yeah.
You toss it
What
into the
was-
center, and
Yeah.
you see, it kind of you toss it right in the center, and it sinks, and doesn't bounce, and it looks like there's like a hole in the center.
Then I will walk over. I'll grab the object, and then I will lift the rug up to see what's underneath. Like it's like a hole.
Okay. You lift the rug, and there seems to be a kind of circular, like a different piece of circular wood in the center that seems to be like kind of now indented, and it looks like you can move it out of the way.
Okay. I will message Evetta, and I'll say I found a hidden passage. It goes down.
Oh,
From his
no, the
window.
circular hole is no wider than like your palm.
Oh, okay. So it's like a hidey hole. Okay, never mind. Then
Yeah.
retcon that. I just push it in and try to see what's underneath it.
Okay, you push it aside. You see what looks like to be a lever.
Oh, fuck me.
It kind of looks like you have to like grab like the handle and then pull and like twist.
Yeah, do that. DM, I do that.
You do that. You all hear like this stone rumbling out in the grand foyer.
Okay. I
And
will.
as soon as that
Did you
happens,
guys
you
hear
see
that?
all the lights go out.
Okay. I will put the rug back over it. I'll just take the like trinket or whatever and fuck it, I'll pocket it. And then I will open up this door here, and I'll swirl my whiskey and be like, now if you'll join me back in the main foyer, and then I'll guide everybody through this door back here.
All right, and you guys see where that dragon lamp in the center was. Again, all the lights have now gone out. Where that dragon lamp was in the center, it has sunk, and you see that the center panels have they sunk in the ground and they moved out of the way. And you see this spiral staircase descend deeper into the house.
Okay. I'll let everybody know that I, found a lever. It led to here. I got basically every document that I could out of his room. Again, messaging this so that it's not audible.
Yeah.
And you said there was a blah, blah, I can't words now. We could we could see into this room, or we couldn't see into this room here from outside.
You couldn't see into this room.
Okay. And then I'll ask Evetta and Zara, do we want to investigate this last room before we continue? And again, messaging.
I am curious to see what's behind it. Just to check.
Okay. Zara.
All right.
Word.
All right.
I'll open the door.
Queenie, you're muted.
Oh, now, sorry.
Oh my god.
Yeah. What did I say? Oh,
I don't. We'd love to know.
I don't know. Yeah, what did you say?
I said, I agreed.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Then yeah, very quickly, I'm just gonna
you
open this door.
you open it and it looks like it's a much smaller bedroom, kind of like
Okay.
a guest bedroom, But
Perfect. Yeah, I
Um,
close it. I don't even like take a second to really look into it.
all right.
Hmm.
I was like, nope, that's not what we're here for. To the secret
I see.
passage through the
All
mountain.
right.
Wow.
Secret
Secret
tunnel.
tunnel.
I kind
Alright.
of forget this part. Something secret.
Ta-da!
You guys descend.
Pablo.
Down the
Pablo's
staircase.
descending.
He's descending.
Bye, Pablo. Rip the Pablo. He's a real one.
You guys descend the tunnel, or descend down the staircase. And as you descend, it opens into a large, just a large room. You see more desks. You see a kind of, they look like this table that has like these kind of arcane enchantments and inscriptions scrawled over it, and then you see these little crystals along, these like red crystals along that table. You see
What those
what looks like to be-
enchantments do?
it's like a cauldron.
Oh, sorry.
You see like a cauldron and some alchemy. There's some alchemy set up over the cauldron, and you see a taller version of Evetta
Uh-oh.
on this altar, this ritual table in the center. You see that she has like this very plain white robe sprawled across, not sprawled, just over her. And you see the center of the robe is torn and there's blood all around it. And you see the inside chest, inside torso. And you see all the organs there except for the heart.
Wait, so her face is exposed?
Yeah.
Oh. Is that... Is that...
I just like put a
No.
hand. I just put a hand out onto Evetta's shoulder.
I do the same.
It just freezes right there, not knowing whether to approach.
I'll message her and I'll say,
Shocked.
don't touch it yet. The table's enchanted. And I'm gonna walk
Oh.
over, and I want to see what these runes are that are on it.
Okay, so you take a where do you you know what, it'd be better if I drew this. Oh yes, Avetta's spider thing. Whoops.
Oh yeah, my little guy.
Hey, little
I was like, why does this just say spider?
He blended in.
So, you see here in the center, the kind of ritual table that seems to be Avetta's mom. You see over here was the table that had all the enchantments and the crystal things.
Oh,
You see some more writing desks. You see some shelves over here. You guys are all about like right here ish.
Okay.
Kind of more like this, a little more bunched up.
So I'd probably be in the front since I was like leading everybody as Ionan, just to keep up appearances.
Just to keep up appearance.
That's Seph's real voice. You'll never know.
Oh.
Hey guys, I'm a changeling.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Where do you walk?
So I thought the altar itself is the one that had the enchantments on it. In that case, I'm gonna stop by the altar first. And is there anything on the like actual altar itself that stands out to me as like inherently magical?
No.
Okay. This is gonna sound like a weird question. Is she alive? Even though she doesn't have her heart in her chest, and her chest is currently open.
Well, you see, even though she's missing her heart, you see at the base of at the top of the altar there is this dragon head that kind of curls out over her head, and in the mouth of the dragon, there is this orange crystal. That's kind of has like this fire inside of the crystal, and you're not sure how, but she is like jolting here and there.
Okay.
And you see this perpetual orange glow, like her veins are glowing orange.
Okay. I like observe this, look her over. I still have I have like a hand out at Evetta because like I know that the first thing that she wants to do is like rush over here. And so I'm just trying to like keep her calm, but not in like a rude way, just like a hey, I'm trying to like Seth's trying to be the level-headed one. And he's just gonna call out and he's just gonna say, she's alive. And he's gonna say, we should leave her be. And then he is gonna go check out this little enchanter table thingy.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's no other.
she's still frozen. She just has this extreme shock.
There's no other like doors or anything in this room as well.
No.
Okay.
You walk up to the enchantment table, and you see, as you walk up to it, on the wall, there is this kind of circular inscription to your right here. And you catch it right as you get to the enchantment table. Kind of like in slow motion. And as soon as you reach the enchantment table, you look to your right, and then from the center, the kind of runic inscription begins to glow.
Oh, good.
And it begins to glow so bright before you suddenly begin to hear this explosive sound. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh yeah, brother.
Oh God.
Oh.
Dexterity. Okay, all right. No, 14 on the
Good
die,
God.
and I've got a fat +2 for a 16. Is this a fire spell, Dungeon Master?
Perhaps.
I'm going to use absorb elements.
Okay, what does that do?
Oh.
So it captures the incoming energy of a spell, lessening its effect on me, and some other thing that doesn't matter. Basically, for each spell slot level that I cast it at, I can reduce it by a d6.
Okay. And you can use that as a reaction?
Yes, yeah, it's a reaction.
Okay, so what level
I'm
do you
just
cast
gonna,
that?
I'm just gonna go ahead and tank a 3rd level into this. I see something glow and explode, and I'm like, oh yeah, no. Just throw my hands up to absorb elements on it. So I could absorb 3d6 of damage. So tell me what you roll, and then I'll roll my d6s, or however you want to do it.
Not a great roll, honestly. Yeah, so that was a fail. So you take 24 points of damage, and then reduce that by the 3d6.
Oh what?
Whoa.
Which is not great, honestly.
Yeah. 14, so I take 10.
14, so you take 10.
Okay.
You take 10 points of damage. You're kind of blown against the altar. As you're blown against the altar, and you hit the back of it, the crystal in the mouth gets knocked out. Immediately the brick walls immediately fall apart, and the ceiling begins to fall upon you, Seth. You guys see all this happen.
Oh no.
And as it happens, you see the body of Avetta's mom get pushed, and she rolls off of the table onto this side. And as her body does so, you guys see another inscription glow bright orange red. As that side explodes as well. No one's in the radius. But immediately, you just and now the ceiling above Seth is just collapsing on him immediately. Seth, I need you to go ahead and make anher
God.
dexterity saving throw.
Nat 1. Roll double damage, boss.
No.
Oh.
Hit me with your best shot, Dungeon Master.
So, you guys see the rebel collapse on Seth, and he disappears entirely.
Oh my God.
You
No.
don't take double damage, and you only take 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
No, no, come on, kill me. Hit me.
You guys don't see Seth anymore, though. You hear just
Oh,
like
no.
as the rubble just collapses on him. What do you guys do?
Shoot. Oh God. Can I see if there are any other runic symbols around? Am I able? I don't have detect magic. God dang. Would that
You
even
don't have
work?
detect magic.
Yes,
no.
it would.
Yeah.
I have nothing.
Dag immediately runs
cast.
over to Seth and starts trying to pull like the rubble. You can't move at all, Seth, unless you're doing something that doesn't have like a somatic component.
Let
Like,
me
you-
see if it does.
You just can't move.
It does.
Wait.
Oh,
Oh,
Hold up.
waiting.
Hold up. No.
Okay,
I need to
hold on.
read.
Seth
I
is gonna try and
subtle
pull you
spell
out.
a message
Okay.
to Evetta,
Okay.
and I say, check on your mom.
what? Wait, you're still alive?
I'm
You're-
fine.
We just
Oof.
what?
Okay. I don't know if this is a meta question, but I have channel divinity in its nature's wrath. This as an action you can cause spectral vines to spring up and reach for a creature within 10 feet of you that you can see. The creature must succeed on a strength or dex saving throw. Its choice DC 15 or be restrained. It can. Oh, it's a restraining thing. Never mind.
It doesn't sound like it pulls them. It just sounds like it just entraps them. And also, I would wager, unless you specifically said that you had that prepared or you were holding your action to do that, that caused you need an action to do that. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound like you can cast that as a reaction, and you weren't ready to cast like that or to use that ability. And also, yeah, it doesn't sound like you can't like the vines can't like erupt from the wall, grab Seth, and pull him from safety. It seems like they just come from the ground, and then like, could you imagine Seth, this thing is clapping, and then you just can't move, and these spectral vines are holding you. You're like, what the?
Oh. Wow. Right. So yeah, Evetta whips her head around. I'm sorry, I didn't actually see. Where did the mother roll off to?
The
Is
mother
that-
rolled off of here, and then triggered the other explosion.
Oh, okay. But there's no way for me to see if there's anything else.
You
Shoot.
look over, and for one, you no longer see that orange crystal that was in the dragon mouth, and the rubble is like covering like her head down to I'd say like the kind of like the shoulder clavicle area, and she's like laying on her side, and as a result, the bits of the intestine
Yeah.
is kind of spilling out. A lung is kind of like jutted outward awkwardly.
Okay. Betta's gonna try her best not to be grossed out or anything, but she's gonna try and check up on her mother.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna try to help Dag with the
Okay.
Seth under rubble situation.
Okay, go ahead and roll an athletics check. No, go ahead and make a strength check with advantage.
15.
You said there's rubble on top of Evetta's mother as well?
Yeah, on top of her head down to the like shoulder
Okay.
clavicle area.
Oh dears.
With that 15, you manage to pull the stone off of Seth's upper body. So Seth, you can breathe, you can talk, and you can move your arms and your hands, but you're still stuck on like your lower legs are still trapped underneath the rubble.
Yeah, I'll just say to Zara, I'm like, Dag's got me. Go help Evetta.
Okay.
Yeah,
I guess
Evetta's trying to lift this piece of rubble off
Yeah.
of the head. Like,
I'm a sprint to Evetta.
All right, yeah. Dag pulls you out of the Seth. Dag pulls you out of the rubble. Dag pulls you out of the rubble, Seth. And your legs do not feel good.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, that happened.
I'll say
wobbly.
Veta and Zara, with both of you working together, you manage to like push the rubble off of like her head.
Did that like?
mother?
No response.
I'm sorry. So go ahead.
Nah, dude. Have your emotional moment with mom.
With mom.
Mom.
Oh no, my mom. Yeah, so Evetta's just gonna try to spend some time just like patting her mother on the face, the shoulder, anywhere, trying to avoid the intestines. Maybe like roll her under her back.
As you move onto her back,
Oh.
the lung that was out of place kind of falls back into place.
Ooh.
I tell Dag to go look for the orange
You
crystal.
see the okay. Dag begins. Dag is gonna go look. So the investigation is real quick. It was a +2. Okay. Her entire left side, like the left side of like her arms and like her torso and her legs, is charred. We see bits of exposed like muscle from just being burned away. And it's like the left side of her face is also just kind of like mushed in. One eye is kind of like popping out slightly. There's also a lot of blood. No response. In fact, now that the crystal's no longer there, she's just completely inert.
I call out, like I see Dag digging, and I like look over, and like Evetta's cradling her mom, and like I don't know what Zara's doing, but like without even really looking at her, I just yell, "Help Dag find the crystal!" And I'm gonna like drag myself back over to this.
I'm gonna help.
Thing over here.
I'm gonna listen and look for the crystal.
All right, everyone who wants to look for the crystal, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Why am I rolling so bad? 10.
Oh, there we go. 1 second. I don't know what my investigation is. 16.
Okay. Dag is at one end of the room. He's like over here now, and he kind of goes, "Oh, I got one too." I don't know why I'm giving him it. That's not really fitting with the voice he gave. He's like, "Oh, let's go, guys!"
Oh, that's really
Oh my
good.
God.
It's like he's in the room with us.
But you see Dag hold up.
Uncanny.
Seth and Zara, you all find fragments of the crystal. You see Dag also finds one. It's like a tiny shard, no larger than like his thumb. You find one, Seth as well. You find like a little fragment. You find one as well, Zara. And these are just like fragments of the crystal, and it's now a much more darker orange color instead of that bright orange that it used to be.
I like go over to the two of them. I grab their pieces. I cast mending on it.
Okay.
W.
You go to the two pieces. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like these are enough of the
It's
pieces.
not enough. Okay.
There's more fragments, so you have to.
Yeah.
You guys have this. If you want to dedicate time to looking for it, I won't make you roll an investigation check. But if you're gonna let's just go and then go somewhere else, then I will.
Yeah. Let's just all three of us find the crystal pieces right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, at this point, Evetta is just slumped, just broken down, sobbing. So she's no
Alright.
help investigating.
No, that's fine. Yeah. I think at this point, like Seth is
Yeah.
still in Ionan's. Oh, dude, why, Dad?
Why, Dad?
Whoa.
Oh crap! I was trying to drag him over. Okay, you guys eventually find all the crystals.
Okay.
You cast mending. The pieces kind of gravitate towards each other, and pieces that are out of place they like rotate and then lock back into place. And you're looking at this cracked crystal before it glows with this kind of cyan color, and the crystal kind of rotates a bit as all the cracks seem to fade. You now have a dull orange crystal in your hand.
Okay. It is still not the same color that it
It's
was
not
when
the
it was in
same
the
color.
dragon's head.
Unfortunately, no. It
Is the
seemed like
dragon's
this
head...
crystal was containing an essence of a denizen of the plane of fire, and when it broke, it
Oh.
released it.
Got it. All right.
You begin to feel buzzing in your pocket, Seth.
Oh fuck. Yes.
You need to get out of there now. Ionan found us. He slaughtered all of us but me. I had to hide under Tunar. He's bolting his way back. Get out!
All right. I hang it up.
Hey.
We need to leave now. We probably triggered an alarm. Evetta, take your mom. Dag, grab Evetta's mom. You guys go upstairs. I walk over.
Dag runs over and
Actually, no.
slumps.
Zara, grab
Yeah,
Evetta's mom.
it's gonna
Okay,
drag.
Zara, Zara,
I'll
you
pick
pick
up-
up, you slump her mom over. It doesn't matter which. I mean, yeah, you kind of carry. You kind of have to carry it. The chest is still exposed, by the way.
Yeah.
Pretty bloodied.
And pretty bloody. As you're running, the lungs and the intestines are like bouncing up and down and like jostling.
Okay.
Is there any way to contain any of this? Oh,
Yeah,
dear God.
is there like any
Is there a body
claw?
bag anywhere?
Is there a body bag?
Claw?
I'll say that there was like a cloth on like the ritual altar, and you grab that and you wrap it over her.
Yeah,
You
okay.
kind of have to hold the cloth down because you can't like tie it off. It's too. It's not like you have to like hold the cloth. It's not like bandage cloth or anything, or like but yeah. You run up.
I ran up.
Time to run.
wait,
Time to
wait,
run.
wait.
Okay, waiting.
Waiting.
No, you guys can go. Real quick. When the ceiling collapsed, did it?
You guys run up top.
Yeah, they go up top. Did it cover any of this, like, all this thing back here? What is this large blob? It did? Is it, like, everything, like, is there anything discernible on it left over?
The table itself has now, looks like it's kind of, like, leaning a little bit. Like, one of the legs may have gotten hit and it's now leaning. The crystals have all, like, fallen off.
Okay.
There's about 2 to 3 intact more crystals. They look just like the crystal that you mended, by the way.
Okay.
And the inscription on the table is still like the runic enchantment is still there.
Okay. It's like carved into the table.
It seems so. It's kind of like this orange magic, just emplaced on the table.
Got it. They're headed upstairs. I run over. I pull a parchment out of my bag. I do a rubbing of the sigil onto the parchment. Throw it in my bag, and then I run upstairs.
All right.
Okay, running
You guys run
upstairs.
upstairs?
We can't go out the front door. There's so many guards out there.
No, it's fine. I re-up disguise self on myself, redoing it so that it looks like I'm not, like, tattered or anything. So, like, it's hiding, like, the burn marks, and, like, so I look like I'm still fresh and fancy. And then I say, wait for me before we leave. We're in for a penny. We're about to be in for a pound. I go into the kitchen. He still has that liquor cabinet?
Yep.
Okay.
Sure does.
Not anymore. Firebolt.
Oh.
Okay. I see. You firebolt it. It all shatters, and immediately the liquid catches on fire. And you kind of have to run out super fast, because that's more or less an explosion with all the amount of, whiskey in there.
I was gonna say, I just duck my head in and bam.
Yeah.
Like, I don't actually physically fully go into it.
Yeah, immediately everything just catches. It's just on fire. You guys see this burst of flame. You guys hear a cart pull in.
Oh no.
Real quick. What is this upstairs?
A hole.
This,
It's
like,
a hole.
A hole,
Yeah.
like, what was, like, a hole to what? Was it, like, outside?
To the ground.
To the ground, like, physically outside?
Yeah.
Okay, that's where we're going then.
Okay, yeah. I still have
Alright.
the rod.
Okay, that works.
I mean, we could. How far of a drop is it?
Yeah, how far is it actually?
You
Will it
look
hurt
down.
us?
It seems to be about, give or take, 50 feet.
Okay, rope of climbing.
Oh,
Cinch it up
Alright,
on
rope
one
of
end.
climbing. Yep, there we go. I have
I
rope of
s-
climbing here. Oh, you already got it. Never mind.
I cinch it to one end, like I just have it cinch itself. I assume the mansion is fully on fire at this point. Yeah, slide down.
Yes.
Yep. Let's go. Slide.
Okay. I'll slide down.
You all slide down. Boom, 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 boom. You see, standing about 50 feet ahead of you, 3 Scorch Knights. They've all sheathed their swords, and they're staring right at you.
Oh.
I call out to them. We're under attack. Underunners infiltrated from underground. Go in and get them.
They don't say a thing. They don't move an inch. You're clapping from out the side.
Fuck.
I must say, you see a man appear, a dwarf appear.
Oh no.
I must say,
He betrayed us.
an orange, fire motif robe. You see the man himself, Ionan, Milben. And that's where we're gonna end the session.
Oh.
How dare you?
Oh man.
Oh my.
Wow, he was quick.
I blame
All
Kunar.
Ah.
God rest his soul.
It seems to be that whoever called you is implying that Tunar is dead.
Yeah. Oh. Oh no, what if they stole a sending stone? Oh no.
Nah.
Well, no, because the guy who messaged Seth seemed to be.
That's the thing, seemed. No.
Well, it was
Okay.
except it was the same voice as one of the other Tunar,
Right.
one of the gang members.
He had
I
the
figured.
Irish
I'm
accent.
just
Let's
like-
just say it. It's-
I'm just throwing the
I
possibility
was trying
out
to do
there.
Scottish. I gotta be honest, but it did not go well. Oh man.
No, let's go late. Amby, call off of work tomorrow. Let's kill Ionan.
Yeah.
Man, I wish.
I wish. Yeah, I'm so sorry. All my PTO is in the later parts of the year, so.
Oh man, I need to make a wizard.
Oh gosh.
Anyways.
He's got the hoo, the he, we're fucking dead.
We never did find out what was that. Oh wait, so was his house outside of the range of the arcane nullification,
You don't know.
or is there? Okay, so we
Oh.
still don't know if we found the thing that actually protects his house.
Thing.
Might have just blown it up. Who knows?
Yeah, that was what I was wondering too. So if that gets blown up,
Yeah.
oh shoot.
I mean, presumably that stops him and his guards from being as effective as they are as well. So he wouldn't have it in his house if it didn't benefit him in some way. So.
Hmm. Assuming these guys aren't just super good at martial arts or whatever it is.
Yeah, we've got Zara and Dag, so.
We can take them.
Yeah. You
All
did-
little bit of-
Amby, I need you to. Can you send me the VOD so I can really practice my Ionan voice?
Sure.
Ditto?
I can do that. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna use the.
Oh, I'll
bathroom.
throw
So,
the one with Tunar in it too, just to
I
help you
will.
practice.
I'm gonna use the bathroom.
no,
so
he's
I will
dead
see
if
you
you
guys
practice.
next week.
All right. See you all next week.
See you next week.
GG's, y'all.
GG. Good half.